trouble.
Oh, the right hand. Champion Dalcha, our reigning light heavyweight champion. Alain Badeau making his debut in a title fight.
Okay, guys.
Official instructions from Ferdy Bassan.
It's a 5-round title fight. Obey my commands at all times. Let's keep it clean, touch gloves, go to your corners. Champion, you ready? Alan, fight.
Ferdy Bassan gets us started. 5 rounds of action. Round 1 brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink, the official energy drink of the EFC, in the camouflage in the gray and white. That is Champion Dalcha in the blue, Alain Badeau. See how aggressive the Frenchman is here.
Big punches thrown by Badeau.
Right down the middle. Whoa, and he is.
Oh, he's down. He's down.
It's a wrap.
Champion Dalcha.
It's done. Champion Dalcha with the haymaker.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, the Frenchman is down. Dalcha devastated. Badeau.
Still out is Alain Badeau. He's just about opened his eyes now. My word, that overhand right. Goodness me, it was one of the hardest punches right in front of us that I think we've ever seen.
Watch out, world. Champion Dalcha
Wow.
is an animal untamed. Oh my goodness. Somebody inform Alain Badeau where he is.
Wow, wow,
Whoa.
wow. A rough, wild exchange. Alain Badeau is landing 1 or 2 shots, and almost immediately after it, here's the replay. Here
MPL
comes
action
that right
replay.
hand.
Let's take a look. Badeau comes in for the kill.
Bob,
and
boom. Oh my goodness.
boom.
That was as hard as you will hit someone on the button.
A right hand straight out of the DRC, baby.
Some big shots thrown by Alain Badeau, but look at this right hand. Boom, on the money, out cold. Ferdy Bassan right on top of the action. My goodness me, had a lot behind that after taking a right hand of his own.
Oh, stuck him like
Wow.
a board.
Wow,
My
wow.
goodness.
Nasty,
All right.
nasty,
Okay.
nasty knockout.
That was
My
awesome.
goodness.
What a knockout for Champion Dalcha. What a defense for that man. That was a highlight reel knockout. Champion Dalcha letting people know who runs the light heavyweight division. Let's send it up to Shane the Duke Wellington for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Bassan has called a stop to this contest 26 seconds into the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the EFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Champion Dalcha.
Some pretty hexagon girls there. Big shout out to RDG.
Always bringing the heat, and that's what I expect from this guy. August
Kaimbala, Chalumba Mikishi. This is going down right now in Pretoria and the Sun Arena. Round number 1.
Interesting. Mikishi extends the hand.
And here
Kaimbala
comes
just goes for it.
Kaimbala in the black and the white.
Oh, going straight at it. Nice body kick from Kaimbala, pushes his opponents back against the hex.
No reason to waste any time.
Pulling guard is Mikishi.
Great jiu-jitsu.
Nice scramble.
Kaimbala.
Oh, it's a beautiful right uppercut from Mikishi.
Baby.
Nice lateral sideways uppercut that really landed at the bottom of Kaimbala's chin. Really ate it well, did August. Comes forward.
You know, and he seems to have an answer for everything right now, does Kaimbala. It looked like Mikishi was going to throw him early on, but Kaimbala just too strong, raw power.
Mikishi backing up a little bit. Kaimbala just egged that shot like it was nothing, didn't he?
Absolutely. Walked right through it. August Kaimbala so fast.
And Mikishi felt a bit of power there. He's backing himself up now.
Well, one of these guys could be looking at a title shot before you know it, maybe before the end of the year. That's how much talent they have.
Yeah, I think Mikishi's struggling here. I think those are 2 shots that came through. It's certainly Kayambala that's on the offensive. Kayambala took him down relatively easy there. It's almost like Mikishi just slumped to the ground.
Don't count out, though, the old monkey lying in wait.
Very dangerous fighter.
Oh, and then charging in, Kayambala. Chuma Mikishi going to the body.
Swinging a mess on the left from Mikishi.
Folks, of course, Dan Pro products contain 10 to 20 grams of high-quality protein per serving. Fuel your passion with Dan Pro.
Kayambala really trying for the body kicks. Again, they clash. Mikishi's struggling to keep his mouth guard in place.
Yeah, the mouth guard nearly out.
Oh, it's a nice right elbow from Kayambala on the disengage.
Kayambala may have helped him get that mouth guard back in his mouth with that big elbow.
Oh, it's a big left from Kayambala. It looks like Mikishi's struggling with one of his nasal passages. And oh, it's a beautiful elbow that put his opponent down.
He's hurt. Kayambala has him rocked.
Now Kayambala's headhunting. That's a nice big right uppercut up the middle from Mikishi.
Mikishi's going off instincts right now. Kayambala look for him to possibly throw Mikishi.
Mikishi doing the right idea and clinching up and putting some distance between them.
He may have recovered, but Kayambala lit him up with that right hand.
That was a cracking shot, wasn't it? Mikishi goes for the front kick and falls.
There's still a lot of time to go. Kayambala, I think, needs to jump on this opportunity, Simon.
Yeah, he's being a little bit too patient. He could have gone for the headhunting there. Again, a bit of sinusitis problems there from the old monkey. But yeah, Kayambala had him completely rocked, but didn't go in for the kill. Was Mikishi playing possum? Was Mikishi playing possum and just biding his time?
Well, how fitting would that be for the old monkey to play possum?
He's a wise old head. Good call.
Beautiful outside leg kick by Mikishi. He still has a lot of pop on his strikes. And Kayambala can't get too hasty or too reckless, or he might get flattened.
He's looking over to his corner, wondering where his corner is, looking for a bit of advice. He seems to be looking sideways outside the hex. I'm not sure what he's looking at. Oh, and there was a big uppercut that missed, and Mikishi might have hurt his shoulder.
He may have dislocated, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's hanging, though.
He was holding on to it. Certainly hurt him. It was a massive uppercut that went swinging up to the rafters. Disengages with a short left.
Now he's still holding it up okay, and I don't think he dislocated it.
Yeah, I was just feeding it out, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he definitely swung with a lot. He felt that one. Mikishi and Kayambala, 45 seconds left in this firecracker of a first round.
Mikishi very happy to switch stances, moving around a fair bit, seeing if he can find any holes. Kayambala's going, he's rocked him. There's a short shot that got him. Nice right uppercut that missed, they're clinching up. Oh, both guys going for it.
Who's going to go down?
Oh, what a shot! Left shot by Mikishi.
Oh, my goodness!
Kayambala is out for the count. What a shot!
Holy moly! That was nasty!
That was such a swinging left hook that landed plumb on Kayambala. What a comeback from the old monkey. He took some crazy shots himself, and the far fight ensued, and he came out on top. Incredible! 4-0 goes the old monkey.
That looked reminiscent of Ryu or Ken from Street Fighter. He came from the bottom and went all the way up to the top and flattened him. What a finish.
That's good to see August back up, because that was one heck of a shot. It looked like Mikishi had him rocked. And he did what Kayambala didn't do. He went in for the kill. Kayambala showed a little bit of patience when he had Mikishi wobbled, but he was too patient and kept the distance and didn't go in for the kill. Not so with Mikishi. Went in and went swinging for the fences and connected. That shot ricocheted throughout the arena here in Pretoria. Can't wait to see that again. Wow, what a fantastic shot.
That was something special. Let's take a look at it.
Oh. The right went over, but it was just a massive left swing. Let's see if we can find another angle of it. There, he's a little bit wobbled. The right goes over and misses, but here it comes.
Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Superb knockout, and the crowd went wild. That was a beautiful shot. Wow, Nikishi's asking for the belt. The lightweight title currently held by Joe Cummins, who should be facing Elena Lunga in a couple of months' time with travel permitting. But another cracking knockout for Chilumba Mikishi. He's got quite a few on his record, going 4-0, and he is just taking scalps. Roderick Kenner, Sifiso Ntobo, Pierre Botha, and now August Kayambala. We knew this was going to be a firefight, but I didn't see a knockout coming like that. Absolutely superb performance by Chilumba, the old monkey Mikishi. Wins the Congo versus Congo bragging rights against a very, very dangerous opponent in August Kayambala. His fight card is moving at such a pace, folks. 2 first-round finishes, all-out action here at EFC in Pretoria. Wow, well, let's hear it and get the official result now and send it up to my friend and colleague, Cyrus Fees.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Karaginidi stops the fight. 4 minutes, 38 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by way of knockout, Chilumba, the old monkey, Mikishi! How's that for a main event matchup?
That's the type of fight that's only over 5 rounds. If you're in the old time, if you want to touch gloves now, and then 2 corners. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, let's fight.
His fight's officially underway. Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink. Starting in the gray, the gorilla, the black, the red, the green.
So Martin's game plan is basically to go last 1 round. He's telling his opponent at the weigh-ins yesterday that Zico Makengele has 1 round in him. He's expecting him to use a lot of oxygen for those muscles. Zico obviously quite a more significant build than Martin. He's going to try and wear him out, but that means that Martin must keep the distance. He's going to pick him apart from the outside and just slowly wear him down. I'm looking for Martin to be a bit of a point fighter in the first round, and Zico Makengele is going to try and time the takedown.
Been a long layoff. It was May the last time that we saw Martin Munstaden against Petey Coxon. And before that, it was a 2-year layoff after the loss to Joe Cummins. So yeah, it's been a little while since we saw Martin in action. You know, not such the regular fighter that we were used to. It's a guy that was very, very busy at one time. Was fighting a lot, you know, 4 times a year, 5 times a year. And has slowed down, has gotten a little bit older, is picking his fights and picking his opportunities.
Yeah, but he's looking in phenomenal shape. And the thing about Martin, he's got such a massive amount of experience. Like I said, was just more extensive than Topology will actually tell you. He's one of those records where you scroll down on Topology and your mouse wheel just burns out because he's that kind of experience. So you can have those kind of layups. But, you know, the times I've been to visit this past year or 2, on and off, not often, at Quan Vessel's Academy, formerly Fight Fit Militia, Martin's always there. He's there with the fight team, preparing them for those other fights and grinding. And he was so relaxed coming into this fight. He's got that fight IQ. He's got that experience. And I think his opponent knows it. Just backing him up, just controlling the center is Martin. Looking to strike on the outside, looking for a bit of openings.
Both fighters looking to establish their range right now. Nobody getting too aggressive yet as we hit the halfway point of round number 1. Remember, this is it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Just another leg kick for Martin, just looking for the opportunity. Zico's just hoping he can time a counter. He'll start trying to cause some offense of his own. Martin's just going to keep dancing, pushing forward a little bit. There's KG, he's got that beautiful jab as Martin. He's got a nasty right cross. Has just put people away. left, right, and centre for many years, and Zico Makengele knows it. Martin doesn't want to let Makengele get close and get his hands on him, because he is a mauler. He's one of those guys whose natural strength just able to power through most people's technique. We know Martin's in jiu-jitsu has improved drastically with Norman Vessels and Richie Kwan these past few years. He's a very different fighter to the kind of guy he was when he first entered the EFC almost, what, 12, 13 years ago. But even then, he knows that someone with the kind of brutish strength, particularly in the first round that Zico Makengele has, he knows he can, one of those guys who can power through those techniques regardless of how dangerous you are off your back. Good timing by Martin. Zico getting a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, we wanted to see that action here out of Zico. We know what he brings to the table. The dude is an absolute just bull in a china shop. I mean, he knocks down everything in front of him, but he's definitely showing a lot of respect here to the former lightweight champion.
There's that jab from Martin. We've got Gareth McLennan here shouting out to his former teammates to pump that jab out. He's got his hands low as Martin, but there's such a distance between him and Zico that he's confident. And he's one of those guys with his extra-sized gloves as Martin van Staden. You take those gloves off, Cyrus, you've seen them before. They're like wrecking balls on the end of these long pendulums. He's got such long arms. Yeah, lunch boxes. They're just absolutely massive. His knockout power is absolutely phenomenal. But nice and patient for Zico Makengele. Keep in mind, this is only his 4th pro fight here in the EFC, and he was fighting for title against an absolute legend of Martin van Staden. He doesn't seem to be cowed. He's being very patient and calm. He's not taking too much damage. Very cagey first round, it has to be said, but still patience from Makengele. He's not rushing in. Oh, nice shots from Martin. It's almost as if Makengele was looking for the spinning back heel. And they're stopping, they're still going. And the referee's been hit. Referee Vickers is down.
Oh my goodness. Vickers just got caught.
He's a bit wobbly, he's Vickers
in the crossfire.
Both lads were swinging after the klaxon. Bobby Caraginides coming in and checking on his colleague to see if he's okay. He seems to be all right, was a little bit wobbly.
Well, that's a first. I mean, no, you show the replay, Truck. We need to see this.
I think we're going to see it. Referee Vickers just being seen
we got to see this
outside the hex. I think the medical staff are taking a look at him. He's taking a seat.
I mean,
I think Bobby Caraginides is putting on the gloves, Cyrus. We are changing the referee at the end of this first round as a result of concussion. Nice left hand out
it's
by
a good
Martin
thing
van
that
Staden.
Vickers is a big dude.
He is. He's taking shots before.
He can take a shot.
Beautiful left. Both lads were just started swinging in the first real exchange of the round. Referee Vickers was just out of shot here. There he is to stop it. And I think it was Makengele that caught him. I'm actually not sure. But both lads carried on after the klaxon. They were just caught in the moment. It's a good right there from Zico. Another good leg click. There we go. And boom. It's a big left for Makengele that floors referee Vickers. I don't think I've seen anything like it in almost 14 years of EFC history. And we have a new referee coming into the second round in Bobby Caraginides. Oh my word.
Absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. Just when you think you've seen it all, Simon, and obviously I think Vickers is going to be just fine. He's a big boy. He can take a shot, no doubt about it. He's going to round 2.
He's a tough dude, without a shadow of a doubt. And if you're going to have a substitute referee, you can't get much better than Bobby Caraginides. History making in all different ways tonight here at EFC 93. And we are just beginning. One of the most anticipated welterweight fights I've seen in several years in the EFC. But it was a beautiful left high roundhouse that rocked Zico, but he just came back with a nice, beautiful right cross of his own, did Makengele. And you know, Martin, I don't know if he wants to really be in that kind of firefight. He wants to pick his shots. You know, he's got Makengele off the back foot. He doesn't need to be engaging in a phone booth really for Makengele, because that's what Zico wants. That's where Zico is really effective. Get in close, he can cause damage with his power. But Martin needs to pick his shots and use his superior timing and precision. Let's just take a look at the world's odds. Yeah, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly. You can see Makengele here coming in. still sitting as the underdog. Martin Ben Staden commands a lot of respect in this organization. And he's just trying to pick apart the gorilla, Zico Makengele.
Exactly, Martin strikes from range. Makengele goes for the takedown. That's what he's been looking for.
The finger wag. He says, no, 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 not today. Very Dikembe Mutombo-ish.
Again, it was another spinning attack at the end of that first round that laid himself open for that high roundhouse. I don't think Zico wants to be doing that. He's such a tight, compact fighter. I don't think he wants to be getting close into Martin and start the spinning techniques, because that will lay himself open to be slept. And Martin does exactly the same with the spinning back heel. It's beautiful. Zico comes on the offensive. Leg kick from Martin, ducks under the big right overhand.
Ben Staden, is he kind of coming in for the kill here? You can see his confidence is going up. Zico Makengele has hung around the outside the majority of this fight. Martin Ben Staden has taken real estate right in the middle of our hexagon.
It's a good leg kick by Zico, but beautifully checked by Martin. Just needs to move in and out. Just that range-finding ability of Martin. When to enter the pocket and when to leave without taking any kind of damage is the key to his game plan. Like I said, he doesn't want to get in too close with Zico. As we've seen with the power of Makengele before, the ground and pound, those 3 victories he's got coming into this fight are just absolutely glorious to see. Just incredible athletic, brutal strength. But this is playing into Martin's hands. He wants to wind this down. He wants to get in the later rounds. Bobby Caraginides keeping well out of the way. He's actually on the other side of the hexagon, Cyrus. He's keeping well out of the way of these lads.
Understandable. It's a smart move.
We're running out of referees in this title fight at the EFC 93. But Bobby keeping well out of the way, but always in control. Martin's still looking for that opening. Hands really low. Checking the kick. Big left and right for Makengele. Just whisked past Martin Correa. He's looking for that opening. Just a bit of head movement coming in, cutting off the angles of Zico Makengele. Just great cage craft. But Makengele, as a cornered animal, is very dangerous. Is coming forward with some shots of his own.
Yeah, you said that perfectly. As a cornered animal, he's very, very dangerous as Makengele. Please keep that in mind, that this guy hits very, very hard. There's a reason why he's here. We know Ben Staden's the favorite here, but you got a younger, faster, more explosive fighter here in Makengele. As good as Ben Staden is, you can't beat Father Time. And Makengele's quite a bit younger.
Yeah, Zico calls himself the gorilla, and that's because if he gets you into his arms, he'll squeeze the life out of you. He'll take you down and he'll ground and pound you straight through the mat into the floor. And he's got hold of Martin, but Martin disengages. Both very slippery now. It works for Martin. Just pouring out that left jab. Just range finding again, but there was an easy escape for Martin. Zico really didn't get his hands on him. Don't forget, we've got very dangerous judo skills. Has Zico Makengele coming out of his time in the DRC, was a champion judoka. So he gets his hands on you. Very dangerous place to be, and they're both looking at you. Martin just grins at him. Ooh. Zico nods. You can feel the tension in the crowd here. The PI are going absolutely nuts. There's a very old school feel about this fight here tonight, Cyrus. The atmosphere is something I haven't seen in quite a while, almost 2 or 3 years. It goes back to our times together at Carnival City or in Durban or in Cape Town or in Sun City, all those different areas where it's like a big crowd, the top down, the kind of noise that's rolling down from the bleachers. It feels like a very different fight I haven't witnessed in the EFC in quite a time as we take a look at the stunning action replay. You love that finger wag, huh?
No, you gotta love the finger wag. There we go, and then the spinning kick. Zico trying to fight his way out of there. But spent a lot of time on the outside. Look at Martin Ben Staden just dodging. You know what I mean? Just such a good striker, and it has been for such a long time. Yeah, that Father Time bit I just said, I just got a message, a WhatsApp from Chris Bright, and he said, well, you could beat Father Time a little bit.
Oh, it takes one to know one, Chris, doesn't it? Huh?
Shout out to Chris.
Oh, shout out to Pes for everything about Port Elizabeth. Fantastic, Jim, fantastic courtesy. He would know, and he fought into his latter years and was still in great shape in the same way that Martin van Staden is.
For sure, 100%.
So the further these rounds go, Cyrus, it does play into Martin van Staden's wheelhouse. A beautiful spinning back kick from Makengele. Still looking sprightly, though. Martin still pushing him on the back foot, though. Still looking for those openings. But as we saw, there's a couple of shots Ezekiel was getting off there in that second round. Comes forward, a bit left, right of his own, Makengele.
But van Staden right there with him. I mean, you know, that was a dangerous combination right there, but Martin just looks very, very strong with his stand-up right now. It doesn't seem very phased.
No, and in great condition as well. Actually, both lads. Let's take a look at the in-play odds from World Sports Betting. Even more of a favourite by 0.1. I think van Staden, that line has changed. Even more of a favourite, like I said. And World Sports Betting are recognising the further we're going. After this round, we're heading into the championship rounds. It plays more into the wheelhouse of Martin van Staden's conditioning. Makengele gets him down, and he slips his up. Van Staden's back up.
Oh, baby!
Fantastic scramble. Makengele can't keep him
the
down.
gorilla strikes.
Wow.
And he may have just awoken something here in the Punisher. Because Martin came out swinging.
Beautiful left jab by van Staden. Sorry, Cyrus, but it was a beautiful left jab straight down the pipe.
Of course.
Oh, he's cracked him. Caught him. Zeke's a little bit wobbly. He was returning with a couple of shots of his own, though. Makengele is still in this, but that was a good shot from Martin. It's going to take just one big overhand right from Makengele in the pocket to put him away. It's dangerous waters for both lads. Just Martin just taunting with every shot Makengele throws. Just trying to keep goading him and look for that opening. Martin with the left to right, a big left drive by Makengele. Martin stands. Martin's career right now. Martin van Staden down his arm. Zeke Makengele is the world champion.
The gorilla! Oh my goodness! The gorilla after the EFC world 4 in a row, and now he's got the belt to prove it. Oh my goodness! But Staden kind of let him have a shot, and he paid for it in a very big way, Simon.
Yeah, he did. He was starting to engage in a little bit of a fist fight. And no, you can see how frustrated he is. He knew what happened. He started engaging. I mean, he was getting the better of the strikes, but it was just a massively powerful left-right combo from Zeke Makengele to put him away. Against the player, it's got to be said. I mean, there was some incredible odds there for Martin van Staden's victory. Immediately he got back up, did Martin. He knew exactly what just happened. Back on his feet and just upset as Zeke Makengele continues and his corner continues to celebrate, as well they should. But a very, very disappointed Martin van Staden.
Frustrating loss there for Martin van Staden. He had some grand plans, and he still will most likely go forward, and I'm sure you'll have a chat with him, Simon. But hey, let's talk about Zico. We got to give love to Zico Makengele. 4 in a row. Now he's got the belt. What a rise for the gorilla. Let's take a look.
Yeah, it was like
forward.
How the takedowns were not effective for Zico. Martin was able to scramble back up to his feet, but as the third round wore on, and both lads are impressing in the cage, by the way, what we're not seeing during the restraining action replay. But yeah, left-right combo to put Bobby Carragini just straight into the action. Zeke Makengele was carrying on. He wasn't going to let the referee stop it, but eventually got pulled off. Let's just take a look at the combo again. Left-right. It was a big right that got Martin. And it was a right through the guard to the side. That was a beautiful shot. Just good trading in the pocket.
It was a good stoppage. And Zico almost took out another referee. not only Martin Van Staden, but 2 refs. My goodness. But he's a wrecking ball. I told you, a bowl in a China shop, this guy. I mean, he is just a walking, piece of dynamite. He's wild.
He's just a machine. Absolutely devastating. And what's scary for everyone, every welterweight on the planet right now, is that he continues to grow and continues to improve. You know, we talk about the natural athletic ability this guy has, but he proved everyone wrong by going into the later rounds. He wasn't gassing, he kept patient, he kept cool. The bright lights here at the EFC fighting for a world title did not faze this lad whatsoever. And welterweight gold is heading back to the Democratic Republic of Congo, and back to Kinshasa, and well deserved it is indeed, because this guy is going to be around for a long, long time.
What a win, bringing a title to brothers in arms. What a huge moment.
I think that's the first time in history, Cyrus, that Martin Van Staden has been knocked out. He's lost by decisions and submissions, but no one has ever knocked out Martin Van Staden in his entire pro career.
Part of the process, Simon.
And that again, it's history. That is history.
All right, let's make this thing official and give this man his belt. Let's go to Kotso Belal Ramopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Corrigianides has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring your winner by knockout. And the new EFC welterweight champion of the world, Zico Gorilla Makengele.
Go, Isaac Mulla. Welcome to the EFC. Your reward, Shadrack and Sua.
Fighting you ready. Fighting you ready. Let's go.
Round number 1 is underway. Possible 3-round fight. Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy.
The palm-facing open guard from Isaac. Well, goes for the shoot straight away. Just comes up against a brick wall that is Shadrack. Didn't really use any kind of technique to prevent the takedown. He just stood there. And it was a massive collision of 2 absolute behemoths as they clinch up. And a nice knee from Isaac could just irritate Shadrack, who replies with one of his own. He's going to disengage and look for that right hand as Nsua.
So much strength, able to stand toe-to-toe here with Shadrack and push him around a little bit. Impressive. Isaac Mulla, I mean, the guy's undefeated coming in. Certainly no joke. You look at a guy like Shadrack and you feel like it's a foregone conclusion. But at the same time, Isaac Mulla, very, very confident. That southpaw stance. He's going to present a few different challenges here to Shadrack. Shadrack misses with the takedown attempt, but he is going to swarm him. But Isaac will get on top. And what a crazy scramble. You don't see this very often, Simon.
No, Shadrack just lost a little bit of balance in the scramble. He was just a bit too eager to shoot through on the takedown after the stumble from Isaac. But now it's Blamby who's back in a dominant position now, with Muller seated up against the fence. And Sua did well to get back up to his feet. It looked like Muller was going to start going to work in side control, but Shadrack wasn't having anything of it. And now they're going back to the clinch position up against the fence. Shadrack looking for the single.
Maybe it's just because I watched WrestleMania last weekend, but I'm just expecting Shadrack to like powerbomb Isaac. I mean, I feel like it's only a matter of time. It seems like he's going to pull a powerbomb.
Oh, low blow.
Ooh. Low blow.
A massive knee from Muller. Right on the cup of Shadrack and Sua. He felt it immediately.
You gotta take his time. As you say, rearrange the jewels.
Isaac Muller is looking over to Shadrack.
Get a little bit of a break.
And Sua's there in
Well,
pain.
let's talk about what we have seen. Simon, let's talk about what we have seen in this round thus far, and that's Isaac Mullah hanging in there. Very much so, and not allowing Shadrack to just push him around. Obviously, this isn't what you want to see, and that's right on the line.
It lifts Shadrack off his feet. You know, that knee to the cup absolutely pulled him into the air. That's how serious that low blow was. Now Shadrack and Sua is walking it off back and forth. I mean, that would put me in hospital for a week. And he's happy to carry on.
I think something like that's going to stop Shadrack and Sua. You're crazy. This dude is so focused.
But you are right to your point, Cyrus. Mullah's not being bullied out of this. He's not being out-muscled. Sua's looking wildly for that takedown attempt again and again and again. Going to have to be careful with that counter. You're right. Exchanging knees up the middle again.
Almost gives you shades of champion Dolce. Dolce Olumide. Just the way he fights, he's willing to take a few shots. And sometimes it proved not to be great for champion. And I think Shadrack's going to have to tighten up that part of his game. He doesn't want to leave his head out there.
He's hunting here, Cyrus. He's looking for the finish. That was a massive body kick. Big left. And Shadrack and Sua's down. It's over. Mullah takes the win.
What a knocking. Holy Mullah. Are you kidding me? What a upset. Isaac Mullah comes in and just derailed the Shadrack and Sua hype train.
Massive shot from Mullah. Giving Shadrack and Sua his first defeat in his professional career. He's still wobbly over his feet. Going over to his corner. And it was Sua who's just pushing forward and starting to pick Mullah apart. And I think it was this massive left hook and a couple of follow-up shots. Good stoppage by the referee, Ferdy Basson. Looks like Shadrack was out of it. I'd love to see the Makura action replay because I wasn't sure what exactly caught him, but just a massive power shot unleashed by the Cameroonian Isaac Supremo Mullah to knock Shadrack and Sua down.
That was tremendous, and you know, we built Shadrack up for good reason. 4-0 has been an absolute wrecking ball in the division, but get a guy like Isaac Mullah that does not buy into the hype, hasn't been in the EFC, hasn't been here to see all this. He comes in like, I'm coming to knock out anybody you put in front of me. It doesn't matter if it's a mountain of a man like Shadrack, and there it is.
Whoa, left hook. A couple of hammer fists to follow it up. I mean, just huge amount of power from Isaac Mullah, and a great work from referee Ferdy Basson putting his body on the line. Ooh. Massive hammer fist to follow it up, just two of them.
Yeah, he took one to the back.
Ferdy took one as well.
Ferdy.
He's all right, but hellacious left hook from Isaac Mullah to score the knockout. I mean, Sua was just coming forward and really picking Isaac apart. He was looking for it was a beautiful body kick from Shadrack and Sua that had Isaac hurt. And just off the back foot, just unleashed the most hellacious left hook to take the win. Sensational.
And listen, maybe that's what Shadrack needed. I mean, you need things like that. You have to learn lessons, and I have no doubt he's going to come back even stronger. But let's make this fight official. You're going to vote so for our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Basson has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 58 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout in the red corner, Isaac Supremo Mullah.
There he is, Zakir Badat, taking on that man, Gelson Sosa.
All right, guys, we're very chat in the back. Let's have a good fight. Keep it clean. Stop when I say stop. Yeah, that's your corners. Are you ready? Ready? Hey!
And here we go, round number one of a possible 5-round bout, brought to you by Dragon Energy. The multicolored in black shorts, that is Zakir Badat. In the gray and the black, Gelson Sosa.
Sosa who's targeting the leg straight away. Some of them are being checked by Zakir though. Nice movement from Zakir to create a bit of space.
Got the crowd and this commentator a little excited anyways. Big swing, the spin kick. I like it.
Open-handed card from Zach. Oscar going down to the body. Who's going to blink first in the level change and go for the takedown? Beautiful body kick from Badat. But Salsa, his eyes are on stalks, and he's hunting forward. Just that range-finding right hand from Zakir Badat out there. He's going to be careful about not having that in front of the field of vision of Gelson Salsa. It's just to the side of his head. So it's okay at the moment, but if those fingers are outstretched right in front of his face, Bobby Kay is going to have a word. But at the moment, everything's fine.
Well, you know, coming into this fight, we knew both men so adept on grappling. And of course, usually when it's something like that, it's going to be the striking that makes the difference. You know, who's going to have that advantage? I think for most, you would say Salsa, but Badat already showing that he's maybe added a few tools into his toolbox.
It was like hurting Zach a little bit. Big swing and a miss from Zach, the left hand. Nice left in return from Gelson. Zakir Badat comes back with a good left hand of his own. They're starting to loosen up a little bit here. As to your point, if there's anyone who can turn a BJJ fighter into mixed martial artist and add the kind of hand speed and stand-up style, it's Mike Beneno, but these are good shots coming back from Badat, and Gelson Salsa's out for the count, and he leads for Badat.
Yes!
Wow, what a knockout!
What a finish! Oh, he most definitely added a tool to his toolbox. What a finish! Oh. We have a new champion here in the EFC, and it's Zakir Badat. I think he may have just become a complete fighter. Simon, I mean, he is not just a specialist anymore. This guy is a machine.
He's howling here with emotion, Zakir Badat. As you're looking at the crowd, Badat's also on the ground, crying and howling. You can see on his face, he's grimacing in emotion. All of a sudden, you realise he's just become the welterweight champion of Africa and taking the belt back to KwaZulu-Natal, back to Durban. What an achievement for Zakir Badat. As Gelson Salsa certainly regained consciousness, chatting away to the medical team here at the Performance Institute. He's absolutely fine. I mean, just coming forward with punches and bunches was Zakir Badat. Knew when to put his foot on the gas. And an absolutely superb knockout, the likes of which I don't think I've seen. I mean, we're talking about the depth of talent in the welterweight division. I mean, Mark Hume is going to come back to this division, and he's going to have a handful with Zakir Badat. That was a beautiful KO. Beautiful KO.
Oh, man, the first three didn't really connect. That last one, absolute brutality.
That's not right. It was just so.
Zakir Badat's always been so good, but this is just a whole nother aspect to what he brings to the table. Now you know that he has that serious knockout power.
Monster.
Wow.
Absolute monsters. Look at it again. Massive left, a massive right, and there the uppercut that puts Salsa down. Two shots to follow up. Bobby Caraginides got over again so superbly. What great refereeing we've had here tonight from our national governing body, but an absolute sensational for Badat. We did not see that. There I was saying we're going to be treated on the canvas, but you and I both agreed that if it's staying on the stand-up, it's going to be a very, very short night for one of these fighters. I just didn't think it was going to be Salsa that effectively, that powerfully, and that quickly.
Wow. Man, a new era begins here in the welterweight division, and that era is with Zakir Badat. Oh, well, I'll tell you, folks, I mean, what a night. I mean, Simon, I know you're going to, close this out, talking with Garrett, talking to Cias, but this has to be one of the best fight cards that we've seen from top to bottom. When you talk about finishes, you talk about excitement, some wars. I mean, this thing was just incredible. There's going to be so many performance bonuses going out here tonight. It's everything that we thought it would be and more. So just a fantastic night here in Joburg.
I mean, would you prefer this kind of fight night in Joburg, or would you prefer another content factory on the production line in the Apex in Vegas? Or would you prefer this? I know which one I want. I prefer African mixed martial arts because we're here to stay and we're taking over. It's not about just about Dricus Duplessis and them anymore. It's about this wealth of talent that are putting on incredible fights month in, month out here at the EFC in the heart of Africa. That's what this is about.
All right, let's throw it up to Kotso, Bilal Ramopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Caraginides has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 56 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout, and new EFC welterweight champion of the world, Zakir Bada.
That is Alain Ilunga, the commando boy. He is bouncing on his heels, ready for battle. Baron Nienaber, ready to go to war.
Behind the line, ready. Behind the line, ready, fight.
Ferdy Bassan gets us started. Round number 1 brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink. The party starts when the stars are out in the camo. That is Alain Ilunga. In the gray, Baron Nienaber.
Ilunga coming out his usual southpaw.
Extremely confident, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Look at the confidence, look at the smile, the grin on the face. A sinister look there from Alain Ilunga.
He's got that reach advantage, and he'll look to exploit, does Ilunga.
2 veterans. Obviously, they've watched each other grow in the division. They've saw each other fight on such a regular basis. They're taking their time. They're being tentative before they engage.
And funny enough, they've trained together at World of Warriors, I believe 2 or 3 years ago, so they should know each other quite well.
Since he's joined Fight Fit Militia, DeMartin, you've watched him closely. What has Alain Ilunga been focusing on, getting right?
That's the thing, like a guy like Ilunga is good everywhere. He's just saw now that body kick that we expected.
Right. Oh, big shots from Nienaber, but a nice reply by Alain Ilunga.
That was incredible. Nice,
explosive.
Nice aggressiveness by BB, and Ilunga countering quite well. So now in the clinch, BB's got that underhook with his left hand, possibly trying to go low and get that double leg.
Well, Nienaber was willing to take a few punches to get inside there and get into the clinch where he feels he has the advantage in this fight.
Now, hip throw. Good job. That's my favorite move right there. I love it.
I can tell. I can tell you like it.
I love it.
Great
He's
defense.
trying to drop down that level, now looking for a trip. There's the BB gun. Alain Ilunga with some great takedown defense.
Alain Ilunga is a very, very strong opponent. So is BB, so it's going to be interesting what happens on the clinch now.
Kind of canceling each other out right now and expending so much energy. Talk about being in a clinch up against the fence, how much energy you're really expending in that sort of a lock.
Yeah, this is the hardest type of MMA fight, I believe, once you're in that clinch, constant grind. So we'll see how the conditioning comes up if the fight goes to the second round.
Yeah, that's a massive part of it, isn't it? That conditioning, getting it right for fights.
Ilunga defending well with that underhook with his right hand. BB's putting a good pressure against the cage, which is really good for him.
Let me ask you this, DeMar. Now, CIT, of course, has that reputation of having those really hard training sessions, hard sparring sessions. On the other side of the coin, though, talk about FFM and what you guys are doing. Obviously, maybe that gets discounted a little bit. What are the sparring sessions like when you're in there, Alain's in there, and all you heavy hitters?
I think the thing that I respect a lot is Richard Kwan, the way he's evolved to the sport, you know. We have some hard sparring sessions, but some of them actually light. You don't want to go in there hurt. That's the thing. You want to be there fresh. So I believe Ilunga had good sparring session, but not sparring session that you get hurt as such. So
differing strategies, absolutely.
It's going to be an ongoing debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you spar as hard as possible?
Yeah, the thing you want to avoid is going to the fight sore.
Well, I don't think you want to take years off of your career or fights off of your career in the gym as well.
BB putting constant pressure against the cage. Now he's got the double underhook.
You know, interesting here for the majority of this round, it's been Nienaber, and then they're going to get the separation. Nice move by Ferdy Bassan.
This will suit Ilunga, though.
Yeah.
Keep the range. Looking to strike early on.
Yeah, BB's trying to stay way on the outside, avoid those kicks, and did what he did in the beginning, come up with those strikes and possibly get the takedown.
I mean, was that similar strategy with you? Did you try and close the distance as fast as possible when you fought him?
I was just trying to wait for him to kick, because I knew if he could kick, it would be easier for me to take him down.
Baron Nienaber, Alain Ilunga here with 1 minute left of round number 1 as we open up our main card here at EFC 59, Carnival City. Crowd really starting to build here, and you can really hear those voices out there. A raucous crowd here in the Big Top Arena. Oh, and he charges forward, and he ate a big kick. Those are the kicks we talked about.
And you can see it hurt him.
Yeah, and he snapped it out there so quickly.
But BB, you can see it's tough. He probably worked a lot on that body conditioning. You know, those guys in CIT, they won't make the same mistake again. So I believe Bibi's body is a lot stronger now.
Look at switches style. His stance is so effortlessly.
Charging forward, he is underneath the neck.
Ilunga going for that guillotine. Nice defense by Ilunga.
Has to be frustrating for the BB gun, not able to get that takedown. That is something he counts on during his fights.
Having said that, he's quite explosive off that takedown, so it's good for him.
Well scouted fight here by Elaine Ilunga and his gym, as they have avoided the takedowns and avoided the ground game of the BB gun thus far.
I think Ilunga maybe into the second round needs to put a little bit more pressure.
Here's your MPL action replay. Let's take a look.
See, came in very aggressive. Throws that right, left, and right again. Ilunga counters off. Possibly going for a takedown, but Ilunga pulled him up so he couldn't go low for that double
There
leg.
it was where he landed the punch, but he ate the body kick on the way in, and that is going to be something he has to think about now. We talked about it being in the back of his head. Now that he's felt it, you know he's thinking about it. Mornay Visser giving him some instructions as we take a look at the corner cam, brought to you by NPL.
There's Richie Kwan and Norman Vessels.
Instructions coming, calm and collected.
Wow. Very, very fun round number one between these two. Kind of what we expected.
It's a great start.
The Commando Boy still bouncing. The BB gun got a ton of energy, and it's round number two. Back to war, brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink.
Both guys a little bit more tentative, but Ilunga seems to be closing the gap.
It's Nienaber now.
Nienaber pushing the pace again. He did eat that body kick on the way out.
Broad grin from Ilunga.
Ilunga's having fun out there. One thing that I like is that BB setting up those strikes. So as Ilunga defends with a counter, he can shoot for the takedown. That's very, very clever.
Nienaber has been the one that's initiated the contact so far.
Ilunga on the outside throwing those feints.
It goes back to orthodox and then switches to southpaw.
You know, and Ilunga always had that reputation of being the guy that pushes the pace, kind of being a little anxious. But now we're seeing Baron Nienaber do that, and he's kind of hanging back. Talk about the patience that Elaine Ilunga has learned over the years.
Yeah, I think he's just a little bit cautious because of the takedown. We know BB is so strong when he puts you on your back. So I think that's why Ilunga's been on the outside, possibly box more than kick. We'll see how it plays out.
Oh, there it was.
That hurt him.
And a knee.
That hurt him.
But somehow the BB gun gets through all that punishment, and he has him up against the fence again. Can he bring him down to the ground into his world?
Like we predicted, you know, Ilunga going for those body kicks. They go for the clinch and they separate.
And that's probably going to be the strategy, isn't it? Try and find that body kick, slow Nienaber down.
The crowd getting behind the Commando Boy with the chants here in the big top arena.
How do you score a fight like that? I mean, how do you see this fight going?
It's very close, isn't it? You think that Ilunga maybe with that contact might just edged it with the body kicks.
Now Ilunga starting to push the pace a little bit, starting to step forward.
Yeah, and I mean, there is a trend with the judges. They're looking more damage, aren't they, in terms of the scoring?
Yeah, it's a lot about damage and who's actually putting pressure forward and making the fight happen.
That's the evolution of judging as it is, and I think that's a great thing. So many times the more busier fighter gets the victory, and sometimes they're not even landing the shots that they're throwing.
100%. It's all about who's trying to finish the fight. Ilunga switching back and forth. Southpaw back to orthodox.
He made the point that he's going to look at boxing.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
That was the kick of the century! Welcome to the highlight reel. Elaine Ilunga spinning kick to the jaw. Good night, BB gun.
That was crazy.
Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was insane. DeMart, how happy are you for your teammate, the Commando boy? That was beautiful. Pick up your mic.
Oh my goodness!
We need to see a replay of that. We need to see a replay.
Can we get at least 3 angles?
Wow!
Please. That was beautiful. Right place, right time, and that kick connected. Whoa, MPL action replay, let's watch it.
Oh, wow.
The way he set up that spinning back kick, unbelievable.
He just lost like 3 fights off his career right there.
He set
At least. It's like he dropped into it.
Whoa.
Oh, made
He
huge
was
contact.
out. He set it up, he was feinting that jab. As he came in and turned, that spin was gone.
Wow, and that was one of the best knockouts I've ever watched. And I've seen a lot. And I know you guys have too.
That was incredible.
That was incredible.
That was unbelievable.
Calling for the belt.
Yes, he is. And hey, you do something like that, can't really blame him. That being said, he's in the same division as his teammates, so that throws a whole monkey wrench into things.
Yeah, 100%. It's quite hard. Obviously, Don Max is the lightweight champion.
You guys have to stop dominating these weight classes.
There's a bit of a roadblock there, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%, buddy. I mean, now it's 5 fights in a row.
Wow, that's beautiful. What a win for Elena Lunga.
It's all happening at EFC 59. What a start to the main card here at Carnival City.
I'm lost for words, to be honest. I mean, how incredible was that?
Wow, boom. Just found the mark, so Elena Lunga makes a huge statement. And
BB gun be taken out of the cage. I'm sure it's fine. Those things happen.
yeah, just precautionary measures. Let's go now to Cyrus Fees.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Bassan calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 52 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by knockout, Elaine Commando Boy Lunga.
And Blakey's will.
Let's go.
Duly obliged.
Referee Ferdy Bassan gets us underway, and this round is brought to you by Dragon Energy, the high-performance energy drink of the EFC. Oh, good step in right from Popeye straight away. Clinching up. Oh, beautiful toss. Oh, just sweet technique and speed. That takedown was an absolute thing of beauty. He's trying to scramble away. He's dangerous off his back, is Blakey's. He's just trying to use the neck to escape.
Alves is just so solid in his base. In that north-south position, going to side control. He's trying to control that inside arm, stop him from turning. Oh, good transition.
Disengage, and Blakey's does her own takedown.
Straight onto the ankle lock.
Nothing going on
That's
there.
deep.
Some nasty rights from Blakey's, he's wincing.
And the knee's out though, the knee seems to be out.
It's very difficult to see from this position. He's still cranking on it. Blakey's rolling the right direction.
You can see his knees out at the bottom of the thigh there.
Very patient defense from Blakey's. Beautifully done.
Takes the torque off the knee. But
Very
straight into that guard control position, and now he goes to work.
The ankle looked in very deep, Gareth. How did he thread away from that?
The initial contact point, and when he attacked the submission, it was exceptionally deep. As soon as he rolled, Plankis managed to shift his knee out.
Beautiful defense from Salahuddin Plankis.
Big double leg boom slam. So much power in that. Yeah, as I was saying, he managed to slide his knee out from the compression point, which is around the knee area.
But just really great scramble from Plankis. He is an absolute live wire on the canvas. He really is. Beautiful scramble. Now Magno Popeye Alves, he just needs to be patient and just stay in side control and see if he can start raining down a bit of ground and pound with that left elbow.
Good technical controls, switching straight to the back. Oh, lovely transition.
He's got the hooks
it's on
in.
the neck.
He's got it underneath. No. He's going to soften him up a little bit, but he's got the hooks in.
He's going to latch it across the jaw and look to crank. Oh, big drop. Good job by Plankis, but that seems to be in. He's trying to see how he grabs at the nose and pulls the face up to drop that arm in underneath the chin.
I'm going to try and see if he can just shake him off again with another bounce off the canvas.
Alves is doing exceptionally well to ride those hips hard.
Still keeping those hooks in. which is key to this position. Now he's got the body lock on.
Softer side though. Can he get himself back on the back? He needs a control system.
Oh, it's a nasty left shot from Popeye.
He's done exceptionally well to stay on his back.
Still
using
got
that
body
cross
lock.
grip.
Still keeping that body lock on, controlling the lower part of the torso of Plykeys. He's going to try and turn in around, but Popeye sees it coming and shuts off that route.
Staying active though, giving him something to think about. That seems to be under.
He's going for the rear naked again.
Popeye doing an exceptionally good job to stay on the back, keep working, and then constantly have a stab at that rear naked. Constantly giving Planky something to think about, but Planky's done an exceptionally good job to defend. He wants to keep on that 2-1. Good reversal into the armbar though.
Great work by Popeye.
Oh, that's deep.
Oh, that looks nasty.
Very extended.
Surely he's got a tap from here.
Oh,
Popeye, how did he escape? What beautiful show of guts from Salahuddin Plykeys.
That's all that was. That was a big hyper extension to the side control position. Big elbows getting dropped. Plykeys done exceptionally well to get that frame in.
Just a sheer determination and
Half
guts
a
there.
triangle position. Can he get that bottom leg out to connect? He's got to keep working on that head, keep Popeye's head down. As soon as he gets that space, he's got to pull that right leg out, latch over into that figure 4 in the triangle position.
So dangerous. Off his back is Salahuddin Plykeys. Popeye has to be
Just
careful
can't get.
here.
Oh, good snap by Alves. You see how he just keeps forcing that head into that hip, constantly that downward pressure, controlling that hip, giving him no space to move. Plykeys is working so hard underneath him. Good heavy pressure, north-south position. Good body shot there.
Just 10 seconds left now in this first round of this flyweight bout here at EFC 94. And an absolute cracking show of action from both these lads.
Big elbows to the
elbows.
sternum. Oh, those into the ribs. Those are definitely hurting. Big exchange. Look at this foot sweep. Boom!
Beautiful.
Into a suplex. Another good takedown. Into that. Oh, look, you can see how deep it is. He just couldn't get that one leg underneath. If he had managed to latch that up, that would have been exceptionally deep. He still managed to yank on it, that armbar. How he escaped that, I know, full extension
how
as
bent that elbow is.
They just set a speed and they keep that tempo up. Let's see if it can be the same.
Alves was just pretty slow to his corner. He flew out of here like a week ago to acclimatise for altitude.
Wobbly on his feet. Oh, big low kick.
Oh,
Plykeys just turning up the pace. Popeye looking exceptionally tight, looking for that big right hand. Oh, left hook. Breathing hard, big left hook again. Oh, good takedown. Turn the corner. Crush the hips. Good reversal.
Oh, nice defense on the canvas from Plykeys.
Good wrestling exchange. Big knee. Done exceptionally well to throw something in the contact point there.
Certainly looks like Magno is withering a little bit.
Plykeys, oh, big overhand right, missed.
The pace is starting to get to Brazilian. He goes for the
Good
takedown
double.
again.
Good defense.
Nice underhook
Strong
from Plykeys.
hips.
I wonder to see how those odds have changed on the in-play odds, and it's Alves who remains a significant favourite going into this fight. Plykeys a 1.3 outsider at the moment. Be interesting to see how those change, because I think it's the pace of the fight that is actually starting to wear upon Alves, certainly more than Salahuddin Plykeys.
Was that a bit of a headbutt there by Salahuddin? I think Popeye was complaining about it and stopped, and he just took a big elbow to the sternum. Ref Ferguson just telling him to get on with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see him much there, but certainly Salahuddin using very good, legitimate head control from what I could see. But you see if you can see a responding action replay between the rounds. If it does go into the third, but it's a good position for Plykeys now. How can he take advantage of this position and be opportune?
It's all about how he wants to play the round out. Does he want to be consistent and just, get the round in the bag? stay in that center position, control the hips, and then just chip away. Constant work won't get him stood up. Does he want to be aggressive? Does he want to get the pass and get into a mount position where he can rain down? Does he want to get into another position where he can attack a submission? It's all about what you're looking for at this particular point. He is tired. He knows he's up against a tough opponent. For me, the smart thing would be to control the position and then just chip away and get the points in the bag. Popeye doing exceptionally well to defend and not take too much damage. He's got to watch that arm bar. Does plankies. It happened before. The hips keep shifting out sideways as he's controlling one of those arms. Is Alves. Planky's doing an exceptionally good job, not allowing too much movement.
Yeah, Planky's going to have to do a lot more to put away Popeye. I've seen it before that Magno Alves has been there in with the best and they've struggled to put him away. He's gone through a lot of decisions in his career because he's just so darn durable. And Saladin Planky's just being nice and patient, good head control, not giving Magno Alves any kind of opportunity to frame up and escape. He's keeping it nice and tidy on the inside as well.
If you took the time to watch him when he came out, it was exceptionally tired. He was wobbling on his feet. Planky just needs to apply the pressure. He just needs to keep cracking away. How long can Alves last? How long can he absorb this for? This is a very energy-sapping position to be in. There's something always happening. You're constantly defending. You're constantly trying to avoid being a hammer fist or a right hand or an elbow up the middle. You're controlling the arms, you're pulling on the head. There's a lot of work going on. He's going to be exceptionally tired when he gets up at the end of this round. If he makes it to the end, Planky's doing a great job attacking that body.
Yeah, it's quite patient from Saladin, isn't it? He's not rushing anywhere. He's not really looking for any kind of transitions. He's just happy, just weighing that ground and pound, and referee Ferdy Basana stood them up. Ferdy wants more. Hard to argue.
Big call there by the ref. Oh, vicious. Immediately on the attack, straight away.
Watch out for that nasty uppercut from Plankies, though. He's got a beautiful step in uppercut.
Popeye exceptionally tight. Oh, big uppercut right hand. Plankies ate it. Comes back on the front foot.
Always dangerous, so is Alves. When he's a cornered animal, he just fires back as best as he can. He may be struggling with the cardio at this altitude, but he's still got that power.
He's throwing, oh, big double leg. Oh, almost a good hip switch there.
There's the
that
headbutt.
guard control. There's the headbutt. I saw that. He then dropped a big elbow down.
It certainly was.
Most of this round was that guard control, and then you just chipped away. I mean, sometimes just the smart.
That just kind of show you the action we've had here at the EFC Performance Institute in Johannesburg, South Africa. Good touch of gloves on both lads going into the final round.
Fantastic fight. These two guys have just been at it. Oh, good straight right hand. Just needs to stay behind those hands. Don't rush it too much. Look to counter.
Plankies is hunting him down.
Throws with everything, though, does
good jab from Plankies.
Planky seems to have found his range. Oh, slipping under that one is Popeye. Saw it at the last second. Little head dip up the side. Big right hand. Look for him to shoot again at some stage. That check hook, right hand. Oh, big spinning right. Contact made, double underhooks. Knees are being thrown. Popeye, oh, good turnaround. Oh, almost just couldn't get the frame in there to continue with that motion.
Let's just have a look at the World Sports Betting in-play odds and see how it's changed. And it's now Alves the marginal outsider and Plankies the favourite. A complete change in those World Sports Betting odds between rounds, Gareth. Alves the significant favourite coming into this fight, and it's now Plankies who takes that position. Oh, it's a good knee from Plankies coming up. Bit of dirty inboxing there from Alves in reply. He's sucking into oxygen as a Brazilian, and Plankies are starting to hunt him down.
he's just technically so good that that's what's saving grace at the moment. He's so tired, so he's unable to be explosive in any of the movements that he's doing. His technique is so strong that when he's getting there, he's getting some sort of success about it. Planke's just applying the pressure, forward motion, walk him down, big low kick again, chop that head. Legs are tired.
Planke's just trying to clinch up and see if he can take it back to the ground. There's still 2 minutes 50 left in the final. He's taking a bit of shots. He's going to see if he can look for the takedown with Planke's.
Popeye eating those low kicks. Big, good left hook. Oh, low kick.
Followed by a nasty leg kick.
Those low kicks are savage.
Alves is still dangerous. He's still replying. Hasn't got the snap in his punches that he did in that first round.
Such a warrior, though. Every time he gets in here, just goes out on his shield. Oh, big left hook. Oh, he's wobbly on that one.
Wobbled.
That landed flush on the nose.
He still
Hands
comes
are low.
back.
Oh, another one. Just dropped his head into that, ate it and fired back. On the back foot. Big deep rest, but he just keeps throwing something. He's never out of it. Planke's just walking him down, soldier-like. Oh, big right hand landed there by Popeye. The pace has definitely dropped considerably, but they're still firing. There's just something happening all the time. Although it's singles, you got to be on the lookout because something's coming at you.
Planke's continues to cut the angles.
Planke's applying the pressure. Big low kick again. I'd like to see him shoot. See if he can finish this round on top. Do some damage. Oh, looking for that left hook.
A good left from
Fake
Popeye
jab.
there.
Little knee. Popeye just throwing. He's still in this.
A good right from Popeye.
Oh, big right hand.
Oh, it's a nice reply from Planke's. He's starting to lay it on. He's looking for the finish.
Crowd is going absolutely wild. Popeye's still in this. Tired, but he's still giving just as good as he's getting. Planke's just walking him down. The power's gone.
Oh, it's a beautiful left from Popeye. And suddenly Planke's is out. What an incredible left hook. And a return to the winning column for Popeye Alves from Brazil. Out of nowhere.
You could see how tired he was, looking down. Bang! Oh!
That was just perfectly placed, wasn't it? I mean, the pop had left his punches quite a while ago, but it was just an absolute perfectly landed left hook.
Reminds me of a schoolyard fight when you're exhausted and out of nowhere you deliver. Oh, wow. Planke's was actually walking him down because there was just nothing left in those hands, and then he just comes up with that.
Great intervention from referee Ferdy Basson there,
Cutting
preventing
off.
any follow-up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Basson has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes and 12 seconds of the third round, declaring your winner by knockout in the red corner, all the way from Brazil, Magno Popeye Alves!
Lightweight action. Iga Cabeça, Smiley. Taking on the Brazilian, Bananada.
Ready. All ready. Fight!
Round one is underway, and it's brought to you by Dragon Energy, specifically designed to maximize mental and physical performance. Dragon Energy in the white, the very small fight shorts. That is Bananada in the black, Smiley Cabeça.
Iga Cabeça, as we've expected, very light on his feet, bounces around, moves in, moves out in that southpaw stance. Paulo da Silva in the orthodox, more traditional stance. Also light on his feet, ready to fire whenever it's needed.
Yeah, during the face-off at the weigh-ins, Iga was bouncing like he always does. And then all of a sudden, Paulo Silva started doing the same thing. He couldn't help himself, and they were both just bouncing at the weigh-ins. Very intense face-off. Bananada, you know, this is a guy that's been there so many times. No opponent is going to scare him or back him down at all.
Well, he's been all over the world. He has seen it all. Good right hand by the Brazilian. Iga going in with that leading side kick.
Bananada trying to take down the superior wrestler in Iga Cabeza, and he is pushing that weight on him, and he does have a lot of weight on him, Dirk. You look at the difference between these two, and it looks like night and day when you're talking about the stature, the weight, and he's putting a lot on him right now.
Yeah, he is a big lightweight, make no mistake about that.
And he didn't even make lightweight. I mean, he was 72 and a half, I believe, is when he weighed in. Not to mention how much he's put on since then, and it's just so much more than Cabeza.
And yeah, you can see it, he's physically domineering Iga up against the fence. Now Iga's trying to swim in, get those underhooks, which he has secured. Hands clasped together. Can he work for a takedown from here? Get top position.
Cabeza now reverses thing up against the fence. Now he's going to look to operate. You know, the one thing we've talked about with Cabeza, and if there's ever been a downfall, is when he left Fight Fit Militia, he just bounced around so much. It seems like he's never really found a home. And obviously he's with Walter Wendt now and has a great group, and Cosmo Zulu, and all these great fighters. That being said, how long will he stay there? I think that's going to have a lot to do with his continued success.
Good striking by Cabeza.
Okay, here comes Cabeza.
Paolo shoots him for a takedown almost immediately, and he's going to get this.
Now Cabeza used a little bit of the fence just
I think
enough
that was
to keep
a
himself
little bit
up.
unfair. I think he would have definitely been taken down from there.
Wow, look how good Cabeza is at keeping his feet underneath him. You're talking about a superior wrestler, a guy that is absolutely tuned to everybody he's dealt with.
That is just levels and levels of wrestling by Iga Cabeza. So manages to get back up.
Let's talk about the energy that's being expended by Bananada right now. He's trying so hard to get a takedown, and he's using a lot of strength.
Well, he's pushing in his front of his own corner, as when you see Cabeza's looking over at his corner, almost asking, you know, what's next? What do I need to do? 2 minutes remaining in this first round, and it's been a lot of him defending a takedown so far.
Well, this is a 3-round fight. This is not a 5-rounder. You don't have time.
Gives up his back. Got taken down there, but jumped up right back to his feet very quickly. And it's not often you actually see Iga get taken down to the ground.
Paulo Silva doing a fantastic job against Cabeza so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you almost have to think whatever the game plan was for Cabeza, if he wanted to stand and trade and keep distance between the two of them, you have to think that he needs to go back to his bread and butter, get some distance between them, put him on his back and grind it out from there. Because so far, De Silva, I think, has surprised everyone by actually shooting in and looking for that takedown, backing himself, knows he's got a superior jiu-jitsu game.
Just the way he swims and the way he stays on Cabeza is really incredible. Cabeza's always working his arm, looking for underhooks, trying to get out of there. But Bananada is sticking with Cabeza the best way he can. And he's doing a great job.
He's pushing all his weight onto him. He's really grinding. Bobby Kirchenides has seen enough.
I like that separation.
It's a great separation. It's went on for quite some time. And big leg kick him out.
Here we go again. Big swings from Cabeza.
And now Cabeza has the Silva pressed up against the fence. And what can he do from here?
If you could get a definitive one, right?
If he can get a good takedown, absolutely. He can maybe edge the round here. So far, it's been a very tight, very tough round. De Silva screaming at Cabeza to hit him and smiling at him.
Wow. Let me tell you something. Coming up in Brazil, obviously I can't vouch for it. That being said, these guys fight from such a young age. They get put through such rigorous training. It takes a lot to inflict pain on one of these tough Brazilian fighters.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's its birthplace, and these guys start rolling at a very, very young age. And we know the old school Vanderlei Silva, bare knuckle Vale Tudo fights that the guys had. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental.
There's definitely an underground scene, to say the least. And Rostonic has your action replay here from round number 1. Some great striking. There's a big right hand from Paulo Silva.
Both landed some strikes. Both pushed their opponent up against the fence. It's super tough round to score. I don't think either of these guys were definitive in their offense. If anything, Paulo Silva maybe had more control when he pushed Iga up against the fence for as long as what he did, but a very tough round to score.
Ready. Fight.
Here we go. Round 2 from Johannesburg. EFC 67. Round 2 brought to you by Dragon Energy, official energy drink of the Extreme Fighting Championship. Big swing and miss there by Bananada. The younger faster. Cabeza is landing. Bananada up against the fence. This could be trouble for the Brazilian.
It looked for a moment as if Cabeza hurt him with that right hand. I think he has recovered now, though. Cabeza looking solid on the stand-up, but still he's swinging a little bit wildly for me. And against a power puncher like Paulo Silva, you have to watch out. You can't just throw caution to the wind. We know he's got a good chin. He has been tested before. But use the hand, set up that takedown, go to what you're good at. So far, it's been so close. You don't want it to go to the judges, especially if it was the way the first round went.
And you're almost playing into the strengths of Bananada, a bigger, stronger guy trying to work that clinch. You want to see a separation. You want to see him do what he does best. I agree. And now he's just going to straight up play the power game with Bananada. And to his credit, he is in a dominating position up against the fence. He got warned by Bobby Karagianidis for shots in the back of the head, did Bananada.
It was interesting. Igor was looking for the big throw, and I think he might also be struggling a bit with the size, the weight, the strength of Paulo Silva here. It's not so important for guys to make weight, and there's a reason for weight divisions. I agree. You can clearly see him struggling with the weight difference. If a guy can make 17, he goes back up to 80 the next day. Good for him.
Well, listen, we have to give credit and props to Iga Cabeza for taking the fight. He didn't have to take the fight, especially after the missed weight. He didn't have to take another opponent, for that matter. That was something that he decided to do. He could have laid out. He could have just enjoyed the fight from the stands, but he wanted to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And 2.9 kilos over is a lot over. I think it's certainly showing at the moment.
Well, definitely the quickness of Cabeza and the strength as well. And we're going to get a separation. Separation, there we go.
And keep in mind, Igor has been training for a 5-round fight.
Ooh, right down the middle.
Really ready to go. He has to be careful. That's exactly what I was talking about. A massive 1-2 by Silva, and it lands.
These shots are on point. He's been learning a lot from Zulu Boy because those strikes are very accurate.
He's landing though, but Paulo landed 2 big shots right in the beginning of that exchange.
I think Cabeza got the most of it though.
Definitely towards the end of the exchange, yes, he certainly did. But he has to be wary. I just don't understand guys that fall in love with the striking when they are so good on the ground. Use your hands, throw a couple of shots, shoot for the big takedown, put your opponent on his back. That's your bread and butter. Maybe also because he knows his title isn't on the line here. He's willing to try something a bit different, take some chances.
Iga Cabeza, a very, very confident young man. And here we go once again. He looks up at the clock.
That's concerning. That is concerning, and he looked up at the clock.
He's out. Oh, no! And finishes it. Smiley wins! He knocks his block off. My God. Whoa! Folks, I think he might have learned some striking. He is a dangerous, dangerous man, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Beautiful. I got to see that one again. Rastonic brings you this replay. Wow, so fast.
Oh, spinning elbow.
Back elbow.
That's the fancy stuff that gets the win. I eat my words about the striking. Let him strike all day long.
Are you kidding me?
That is an early contender, first event of the year. That could be knockout of the year right there. You never see those land.
I don't even know that he meant to throw it. I mean, it just almost hit by circumstance. But that was beat up. Of course, he's going to claim that he meant to throw it.
And he should. And he should.
Of course he should. Spinning back elbow. That was special.
Yeah, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. You see guys throw it, and it just never works. It just never works.
Iga learned how to strike. What can we say? I mean, I get it. Go with what you're good at, but when you're good at striking too, throw it out there. And he made a statement.
Wow.
That was beautiful. Check out that replay again.
One more time. Here we go.
Different angle. Oh, yeah.
He knows. That was completely intended.
He meant it.
Wow.
On the button.
Top shot.
Good night, Bananada. R.I.P. Bananada.
Silly boy in the corner. It looks like they have practiced that because he's showing it in replay again and again and again. Incredible performance by Iga Cabeza.
You have to be entertained with that. EFC fans giving you some good stuff to kick off 2018. Shane the Duke Wellington with a bow on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Karagianidis has called a stop to this contest 3 minutes and 21 seconds into the second round, declaring the winner by TKO due to strikes, Iga Smiley Cabeza.
It is time for war. Rodrigue Kenna, the trigger. Look at that intense stare, and the Black Dogs, Safiso Nako. Both guys a little scary. They are laser focused. They are ready to throw down.
Ready? Fight.
And two guys I would not want to be inside that hexagon with. Round one brought to you by Dragon Energy. That's right, grab a Dragon Energy high performance energy drink in the red. Safiso Nkobo in the white. Rodrigue Kenna.
Can you believe this is the lightweight fight, Cyrus? These are big lightweights, both these guys.
They're both in fantastic shape. You got to say that much. And they are just testing each other out right now. Who is going to strike first? Will it be Kenna? Will it be Nkobo?
They're both aware of each other's power. They both know they've got knockout power in both hands. But Kenna's the kind of guy, but he's always in fight camp. He's always training. He's always ready. He's one of those guys that EFC matchmaker game partner can always call on to fight.
Of course, absolutely. And you got to love a fighter like that. And that's why they get rewarded with big fights. And the penultimate match here on the prelim card.
With those hands in that small little flurry at the beginning there, those hands from both guys was very fast.
You know, anytime you sign one of these guys up, you're going to get a war. You put two of them inside the hexagon at the same time, and it is going to be a slugfest. Nkobo trying to bring this fight to the ground, looking for a takedown, looking for that single leg.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all that Safiso goes straight to ground, coming from Ornis one of Paul's camp. And would have looked at Rodrigue's last couple of fights and saw his grappling defense and how he is off his back, and probably made a complete game plan for him. So I don't think Rodrigue Kenna training with Kurt Straden is someone you want to be standing and trade with for 3 rounds.
Nkobo now working the clinch game and trying to land some knees on Rodrigue Kenna. Both guys know they have to get a W. Backs against the wall, especially Nkobo. Nkobo ends up on the ground. Now in half guard is the trigger, Rodrigue Kenna, and he is nasty on the ground. Look for elbows, look for that grounded pound.
Nice spin throw from Rodrigue there. Nice way of getting his opponent from the ground. He's back up against the hex and now inside. There's a possible Kimura there for Safiso. He's able to trying to isolate the left arm of Rodrigue, but he's not going for it. He's more interested in trying to position, get out from underneath.
Safiso just trying to stall out. Rodrigue Kenna looking for a stand-up, but nice transition. We're looking to transition. Is Kenna, and now brings Nkobo to his feet, and now Nkobo is in a good position to back on his
Beautiful scramble.
How about the strength of Rodrigue Kenna and the great scrambling ability?
That was lovely, but he had the butterfly guard. When he went down, was able to use it to sweep his opponent and get into guard. Beautiful butterfly sweep. Again, Safiso, like you said earlier, is going to try and lock him down and hold him down. Hoping Bobby Karagianidis is going to stand him up is not a good strategy, because Bobby loves the ground game and he's such a well-versed MMA referee.
He's going to let him operate for sure. And he really is wanting to get into full mount. Rodrigue Kenna very, very close to freeing up that right leg.
Good lockdown there by Safiso.
Now using his right arm to base on the leg, and now Rodrigue Kenna is in full mount.
Indeed he is, and he locks his own ankle underneath to make sure that he's got it in.
Now Nkobo could be in trouble as much as he could take a punch. You never want to be in a position like that, especially with a hard hitter like Kenna.
It's nice that Roderick's trying to move him up against the fence so he can't back it up. There's no way he's going to try and hip escape from here, but indeed he's trying to do that. This is so debilitating for the Sifiso, though. It's a really tough place for him to be. If Roderick's able to put him up against the hex and start raining down at ground and pound, and we've seen that before from Roderick, it's going to be an early night for Sifiso.
Well, this is where hours and hours on the mat really pay off. How much of these guys working on that ground game. And you can already tell Roderick Kenna from his previous fights to this one that he has been working a lot with a guy like Victor Swart, because he looks a lot better as far as transitioning. He hasn't been able to do any damage from that position yet. That being said, just a lot better than what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Sifiso can retain guard, because we've seen him able to pull his guard back up again. And he knows that Roderick's grappling defense is not great, particularly since his last loss was a triangle submission loss against Luke Michael. So he was able to get his guard back. Sifiso has a chance off his back. He's very, very strong off his back, but he's still in a difficult position being fully mounted by Roderick.
EFC 74, Cyrus Fees and Simon Stevens on the call. It is still full mount here for Roderick Kenna. He has just not been able to do anything with the position. Nkobo has done everything he could to neutralize and basically stayed on the defense. Wasn't able to really put any sort of offense together, so you got to believe that that round is going to go to the trigger.
Good torso control from Sifiso off his back, and we saw it several times that he was on his back in that round. And yeah, didn't take any kind of damage. Could be possibly seen as a lost opportunity for the trigger. Never was able to get some elbows down. He sat full mount for almost a minute and was able to take advantage of the opportunity. Trigger was not able to pull himself.
Well, you know, this is something that we see out of fairly new pro MMA fighters, and that's not really utilizing the body, going to the body, opening up the head. Basically, all you saw was Roderick Kenna just trying to free his arms, and he wasn't really doing any sort of damage. And I think he had a few opportunities that were squandered.
It's a beautiful scramble for both gentlemen, though, and it was a wonderful little switch hip throw that Roderick used to get his opponent on the ground. Some beautiful technique, and nice to see the transitions go back and forth on the ground, because that's what the MMA fans here at Carnival C want to see.
And now we go into round number 2 with these two beasts, Sifiso Nkobo, and that man, the trigger, Roderick Kenna.
How strong is Sifiso and global? Control that torso like that and sustain no damage whatsoever.
Round number 2 brought to you by Dragon Energy. That's right, not only helps you keep up the pace of your fast-paced life, helps you stay ahead of your game. That is Dragon Energy.
It's got a nice long rangey left from Roderick, though. Yes, it just reminds Sifiso that he's actually a fantastic knockout striker.
Squaring off here is Sifiso Nkobo and Roderick Kenna going into round number 2. Sifiso needs to play a little bit of catch-up here as Kenna dominated round number 1 with the takedowns.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see if Sifiso was able to not fall victim for that butterfly sweep, which was beautiful. It would be interesting to see what he was going to be able to do from top. And unfortunately, because he was mounted pretty quickly towards the end of that round, we weren't able to see what he was going to do with his rubber guard, because he is dangerous off his back.
You know, Sifiso Nkobo, I think he's always been most successful when he can drag his opponent into a slugfest. That's where he does his best. And Roderick Kenna isn't biting.
No, he's not. But he's certainly coming head hunting and backing his opponent up. Oh,
that lead left hook is quick.
It is.
And it is hard hitting. Ooh, a nice combination by Roderick Kenna, just missed, and now they're back to the clinch of separation. And that left hook unloads again. Nkobo doesn't have an answer for the left hook.
Yeah, that left hook just missed by millimeters, and boy, I can feel the wind in my hair right there.
And he's trying to finish it. Oh my goodness! Roderick Kenna! Hello!
Oh, what a fantastic
That's how you finish. That's how you do it. He pulled the trigger. He emptied the chamber. That was a monster. That was a bazooka shot.
Yeah. That ricocheted around the entire arena here at Carnival City. You could hear that in a different postcode. What a shot.
He now goes to 3 and 2, Simon. And he just looks more dangerous as we go.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. And you could see him coming. You could see him head hunting and backing up his opponent. But boy, like you said, some of those shots that were coming from Roderick in the first round were so lightning quick. They were so difficult to see and so difficult to predict. And he's got a rangy attack.
And here comes the sportsmanship. That's what MMA is all about. You always see that sportsmanship at the end of the fight. It's very rare that you don't. And there you go. Celebrating with the Tap Out Academy team there. Victor Swart, Walter Went, and the crew.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see the fact he knocked out his opponent, but there you got the who's who of submission grappling coaches right there.
Oh, you better believe it. Prestonic brings you the action replay. Hopefully they don't replay that dance.
It's a quasi traditional dance from the Congo, I believe, but what a fantastic shot it was to down his opponent. Tried the kicks to the body, went upstairs. Fantastic shot. Sifiso had no chance. Let's just take a look again. Left kick, followed by a fantastic left hook. And then the hammer fist followed him. Bobby Caragini's looking very closely. Sifiso had no answer to the ground and pound that was coming. Bobby Caragini's seen another good referee stoppage from the referee. Sifiso will come back strong. Such a fantastic fighter. And indeed he delivered on the night. So without further ado, let's send it up to Cyrus, please, for the official fight announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Caragini calls a stop to the contest at 1 minute 38 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by TKO due to strikes, Roderick the Trigger Kema.
Touch gloves. Take your corners. Okay. Are you ready? Martin, are you ready? Let's fight.
And boom, here we go. Round number 1 is underway of a possible 5-round fight. Black with the gray and red trim, Gavin Hughes, and all black, Martin Manstade. Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy.
Manstade opening his account with a quick head kick, and now Hughes smashes in with a 1-2.
There's that grin for Martin Manstade as he took a nice 1-2 from Hughes. And he answered back.
Manstade landing a couple of nice clean shots.
Nice right hand from the Punisher.
Good stiff jab by Van Staden. It's a massive reach that he has. Hughes has to get into the pocket. Get into the danger zone. Van Staden calls him back in again.
Gavin Hughes, these guys are such a contrast of each other. Gavin Hughes doesn't say a whole lot, but we learned so much from our countdown show, what he's all about his family, and about getting these opportunities and proving to everybody that he is the real deal. Martin Manstade, the guy's been brash in the past. He's talked a lot of trash at times. They're just contrasting personalities, which makes for an awesome title fight.
Yeah, he's an MMA fighter.
That he is.
Hughes chases him down. Van Staden keeps on calling him in. I don't know if he's looking to set up something.
Sometimes you don't really like what you ask for when you do that. Hughes doesn't hit lightly.
No, he's got sledgehammers in his hands, as does Van Staden. Hughes landing 2 beautifully timed strokes.
You know, and a lot of opportunities have come the way of Martin Manstade just in the past year. And he actually had an opportunity to go to another organization, but when they got the call to get a lightweight championship fight, he had to take it. I mean, 100%. This is his dream, is to hold EFC gold.
Yeah, of course, at that point in time, before he got that call, his teammate Don Madge was the holder of that title. Of course, Don Madge has been called up to the UFC, and that's why the title is vacant right now.
Nice 1-2 for Hughes, and he just missed on that one, but very aggressive Gavin Hughes from the UK.
Lands clean shots, and Hughes answers right back. Nice
What
jab
a
by
fight.
Manstade, but Hughes is throwing those power shots. Moves him back with a big right hand.
Boy, does he hit hard. We literally walked past him in the hallway and fist bumped with him, and it hurt. The fist bump hurt.
You are special, Cyrus.
It hurt. He fist bumps very hard.
Big right hand by
Hughes
Manstade.
closes distance, and he is not going to waste time. If this thing goes 5 rounds, I'll be extremely surprised. These guys are going at 100 miles an hour right now. I don't know what that is in kilometers, but I'm sure it's a lot.
160 odd. Yeah, that is plenty. Hughes now looking for the takedown. First shot of the fight. Can he get Van Staden on his back?
And he came from way out to get that takedown, too. He covered a lot of ground. Van Staden is so tricky on his back as well. Tricky on the ground.
Yeah,
we saw him against Dricus. You will see it. Those two were going back and forth for the better part of half of a round. And Dricus ended up getting the W, but man.
Oh, nice the elbows by Van Staden. He has to just watch closely not to throw them 12-6.
And also, you can't do too much from this position, because as soon as you shift your weight, you can give the advantage to Hughes to reset. So Van Staden just taking his time, making sure he doesn't make the mistake. And for Hughes, of course, what he wants to do from here is get Van Staden on his back and really start to work. Bit of a stalemate in this position for the time being. Referee will stand him up if nothing happens.
He's not tapping, but he just might be very, very soon. And Gavin Hughes is in trouble.
I'd love to see a replay.
He transitions. Can Martin Van Staden do it? Can the Punisher finish off Hughes?
He hasn't let go. I'd love to see a replay. I am pretty sure I saw him tap from this angle. Big knee by Hughes on Van Staden now.
My goodness.
To fight out of that is something else. Wow.
He is a hard-nosed fighter, and that has to frustrate Van Staden. But that being said,
Hughes
Martin
applying
doing
the
such
pressure.
a great job of staying on his feet right now.
Van Staden looks tired. He really squeezed with all his might to try and get that submission.
But at the same time, he's been down this road so many times where he's going to be able to reset and recover 100%.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. No
There it
doubt
is.
he is super fit and
I thought
conditioned.
history was made. Now we're going to watch the replay here in just a few moments, and we'll see if you're absolutely right. So we're now going to move into the second round.
Some good, clean, crisp strikes landed by Van Staden, as well as Hughes in that round. That submission attempt probably the most telling out of what happened in that round. Here we go. He sets, resets, locks it up. And man, that is tight how he managed to fight out of that. I think I saw it from this angle where we are. Yeah.
It looked like he may have tried to base his.
Yeah, it may have been what happened. There was a movement of the hand from under here, but it could certainly have been to just reset his position.
It was close, though. That being said, very, very
that
close.
Thing was in deep, man. That was in deep.
Big Tasty.
Hughes is fired up. He wants to get out there
Yes, he
immediately.
Martin, are you ready? Let's fight.
Round two brought to you by Dragon Energy, high performance energy drink, official energy drink of the EFC.
Does Hughes go for the takedown attempt again? Big swings by Gavin Hughes.
You see that big
right hand landed by Van Staden.
That reach advantage has been shifted. Big Tasty, and it's over. He did it, Van Staden. He did it, Doug. Martin Van Staden is a champion of the EFC.
That was a big right hand. Hughes is still struggling to find his feet. It was a big right hand. Hurt him badly.
Wow, dreams come true. They came true tonight. And Martin Van Staden has finally done it. Absolutely insane. And finally, he gets it done in dramatic fashion. There's no controversy. There's nothing to be talked about other than Martin Van Staden went through an undefeated Gavin Hughes and claimed what he feels is rightfully his for a long, long time, and that's a championship belt in this organization. He's the king of the lightweights.
Can I just mention something to you?
Yes,
I know we are caught up in the situation right now.
Something.
Dave Mazzani, Martin Van Staden.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It has to happen and soon. But here we go, the end of the fight. Give Martin his moment. That was the right hand. The big one was just before that, but that knee rocked him down. Boom, shot, elbow, elbow, elbow. Referee jumps in. The big right hand landed shortly before that. That was the one that really hurt Hughes. Big knee. Massive knee by Martin Van Staden, landing shot after shot. It took a very, very long time for him to realize his destiny tonight. What a night for Martin Van Staden. The first loss on the record of Gavin Hughes. Massive finish for Martin Van Staden, and he is the rightful owner of that EFC lightweight title. Let's send it up to Cyrus. He's got the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Victor Swart has called a stop to this contest at 20 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by knockout and new EFC lightweight champion of the world, Martin the Punisher van Staden.
In this heavyweight slugfest to come here at EFC 50, Elvis Moyo. He is the bomber, taking on the apocalypse, Ricky Misholis. I'm ready for this one.
You ready? Let's go!
Brad Block gets us started, and round 1 is underway. Grab a 7-star Guarana-powered energy drink. It is Elvis Moyo in the black and white, Ricky Misholis in the black and gray pattern.
Both guys love working off of that jab. Ricky Misholis so dangerous early in the fight.
Don't think this one's going the distance, sir. Instincts say no. Of course, we know Ricky Misholis with that security company and that security background, a guy that you typically see at your favorite night spot throwing people out the door.
And it's a man that has really put a lot of time and effort into his training the last couple of months.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we're hearing in the gym all the time.
Yeah, every single day working, getting better. And this is a big fight for him. Elvis Moyo, big name.
Big left hand. Shakes it off. We talked about this before. He felt the power.
Yeah, I think that's a timing thing with Elvis Moyo. He is so good counter-striking. He does tend to start a little bit slow, this Elvis Moyo, but he loves for his opponent to actually push the pace and push the pressure. Big overhand by Misholis. Found the mark.
This is what the fans want to see in Sun City. This is what I want to see. Two big boys throwing bombs. And if anybody can throw bombs, it's the bomber.
Big lunch boxes that he has for hands. Triple XL gloves by both of these men. Big shot landed. Moyo was a bit off balance there.
Oh, watch out. Misholis is starting to teeter a little bit.
See Elvis Moyo, eyes wide open now.
It's not going out around the way.
No, it doesn't seem like it is anymore. Misholis mixing it up with a shot to the body.
These gentlemen are dead set on giving us the highlight, Dirk.
Two big men, you'll see a big tree fall very far, very hard if that happens.
Ricky Misholis is almost in a condition where he could move down to the light heavyweight division with a nice workout regimen and a nice diet. Looking very slim and trim right now.
Don't know if it's all about eating chicken breast and broccoli for 2 or 3 months.
Circling is Ricky Misholis. Elvis Moyo just keeps plodding forward, and you know he has dynamite in his hands. You can shake it off all you want, but one shot to the chin and it could be over.
I think Elvis, it looks like Elvis is getting a bit more comfortable. His timing is getting a little bit better.
100%. If it's a straight-up boxing match with little gloves, the advantage has to go around.
Misholis has landed some good clean shots. I'd like to see him use a little bit more kicks. It seemed like he was quite successful when he landed a couple of those. Mixes it up nicely with shots to the body as well. Covering up and circling away is Ricky Misholis. Now Elvis Moyo looks to be pushing the pressure a little bit, yeah.
You know what's fun about this is we talk about it all the time that Moyo doesn't want to pull the trigger until the end of the round. Well, Misholis is making him fight at this point. He's turning it into a dog fight right out of the gate.
Right hand shot by Misholis. Moyo on the balls of his feet, shakes it off.
Love it. Just feel like at any moment somebody is going to hit the deck.
He can just sense something is going to happen soon.
He surely can.
I like how Misholis, he lands that shot, he manages to get out of range.
Much cleaner strikes than before in some of his past fights. It was usually a lot of looping, right? He's going right down the middle.
Yeah, it's crisp and quick, and he's in and out. There's the big looping things you were talking about just now. He hasn't retired them entirely.
They're still in the arsenal.
Oh, big two-punch combo by Moyo.
Oh, he felt that one.
Yeah, big smile from Misholis, but that left hook was straight on the jaw, followed by a good right hand.
That was more of a cringe than a smile.
Oh, big jab by
Moyo staggers him. Elvis Moyo, if he steps in.
Yeah, he says no again, but he felt that he literally backed up from the power. Big shot again, 20 seconds remaining. Now he's throwing wild to Moyo, all the technique out the window. Big jab by Elvis Moyo.
10 seconds, this is where Moyo always turns it on. Does he have a final blow here for Ricky Masholis?
Elvis Moyo coming in hard and aggressive here. Seconds remain. Moyo will have time to recover. Masholis will get a minute to recover.
This is why you buy your ticket to an EFC event, folks. For brawls like this, it doesn't matter what you say, how technical these other weight classes could be. At the end of the day, these heavyweights always bring people out.
There's that first left hook. Big points there. Big straight jab. He was off balance and it just pushed him back a little bit more.
Shake him off all you want and shake that head, but it only takes one until that head is bouncing off of the mat. GNC corner cam. Ricky Masholis, what's going through his head right now? Or is it just all fuzzy at this point?
You can hear the crackly voice of Pat Stratum, long-famed boxing trainer you always see in Elvis Moyo's corner asking, can you do this, can you do this? Trying to get his guy fired up. Same thing in the opposite corner. Ricky Masholis has had time to recover.
We're talking about stamina right now. What both men have coming into round number 2. Who has the advantage?
Ricky,
Both
ready.
a little bit through their
Elvis,
mouths.
ready. Let's go.
Round number 2. We said they weren't getting out of round 1, and they proved us wrong. So we'll see what happens here in the second stanza.
It wasn't for a lack of trying.
Yeah.
Trying to close the distance is Elvis Moyo. He is the aggressor.
Comes in with some serious momentum.
Good inside leg kick. I think Ricky has to do a little bit more of that. Just take that power out of the step of Elvis Moyo.
If you're in the corner of Masholis, you say maybe try to close in and try to get it to the ground. If you've been working the ground, you're working the ground. Why not use it now? If he can set it up.
Absolutely. But also getting that 120 kilograms down to the deck, probably closer to 123, 124 right now. It's not going to be easy, but Elvis Moyo now, he is landing some crisp, clean shots.
Masholis at some point has to switch up.
That was a nasty miss, but
technique.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something. Elvis Moyo has his timing on par now.
Now's a good time to do it when he's not expecting.
Oh, big jab by Elvis Moyo out of nowhere.
Keep shaking your head, Mr. Masholis.
He is in a little bit of trouble here, I believe. Oh, drop down. He's in trouble. Elvis Moyo looking to finish.
The backward somersault by Masholis.
So much power in those hands.
Oh, bombs are landing.
Big shots again. Masholis tries to shake it off, but he is definitely hurt.
He snapped one in on Elvis Moyo, did Masholis, but Moyo not hurt whatsoever, not phased. He is dialed in, ready to finish this fight.
Pat Stratum is losing his mind in the corner. He wants his guy to go forward and throw a combination. Looks like Masholis has recovered momentarily. Still flat his feet. Another big shot landed.
It's not as
Brad Block steps in, yes.
Brad Block
has
seen
stepped in.
He saw enough. Elvis Moyo, the bomber. My goodness. My goodness. Incredible. How about it, Dirk? Picked him apart piece by piece. It's like you're watching a fighting game. You watch that life meter go down, down, down. That was it. That was the last one. No coming back from that one.
Elvis Moyo looking over to Donnie van Heerden, the heavyweight champion. He's got some words for him.
They've been palling around for the last 2 days. That's the interesting thing about it.
Well, Ricky Masholis is very close to Donnie van Heerden. They are good friends.
No,
big shot landed by Elvis Moyo. And Brad Block had seen enough, but I think that was a fair stoppage by the referee.
It was.
A very, very good fair stoppage by the referee.
And there we go.
Oh, right hand on the money.
Staggering blow, staggering blow. So nice. Elvis Moyo doing what he does best, but much more aggressive in this fight. This is the Elvis Moyo that people want to see. This is the Elvis Moyo that is so dangerous in that heavyweight division. And you can pal around with Van Heerden all you want, but that could be a heavyweight matchup that people seriously want to see. I know I want to see it. I'm ready. The bomber was on target. Let's send it up to Shane the Duke Wellington.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brad Block has called a stop to this contest. 2 minutes and 2 seconds into round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Elvis the Bomber Moyo.
And it is Sylvester Chip Fumbu taking on Abdul Hassan.
Sylvester, you ready? Abdul, you ready? Let's fight!
And it's 3 rounds, time to battle it out here in the white with the black trim. That's Abdul Hassan in the blue. Sylvester Chip Fumbu. Round 1 brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink, Guarana powered energy drink. Chip Fumbu making his home in the center of the hexagon. He's going to wait on Hassan. Obviously very weary of the takedowns. Knows what Hassan brings. All he has to do is watch a few of those fights.
Yeah, absolutely. Hassan is a master of closing the distance. You have to do it his whole career, where he's fought at weight divisions even higher than this one, too higher than this one, in fact, for the most part of it.
A real veteran of the MMA scene here in South Africa. This guy's really been there since the beginning. He and his brothers, man, they've just been here putting in wars for the better part of a decade and more.
Chip Fumbu just showing great control. He's got incredible speed as well.
Technical striker Sylvester Chip Fumbu, great counter puncher, very good at using his range. A lot of fighters can't use their range as well as Chip Fumbu. That's been the key to his success.
Absolutely, it's that whole story of trying to fight while being able to stay behind your jab, which Chip Fumbu does very successfully. Abdul Hassan, even though everyone is expecting the takedown from him, he is not someone to shy away from stand-up exchanges at all. Possesses a lot of power, and as you can see with that leg kick that he threw out, great technique as well. Now Chip Fumbu comes forward with 2 big punches.
Putting them together, switching levels, going to the body and to the head is Chip Fumbu. But definitely staying out of the range of Hassan. Hassan will bait him in.
Throws hard, but Hassan just beautifully ducks underneath. Took his time. How's the timing on that takedown? If he can complete this, now he's going to try and lock up the double and drag Chip Fumbu down. And this is Hassan's world right now. If he can complete the takedown. Chip Fumbu fighting hard, but it's a battle. It looks like he's losing at the moment.
And there he barely grabs onto the fence. Very, very difficult not to. I think it's instinct.
Chip Fumbu might be out of trouble here. He might be able to get back to his feet here, depending on where that other hand of Hassan's is.
And a great bit of defense there. Great takedown
Hassan
defense.
is not going to let go of this.
I'm impressed. Chip Fumbu able to get out of the grasp. Well, almost out of the grasp of Abdul Hassan. He is not quite out yet. Hassan can use that trip as well.
Absolutely, but it just goes to show as soon as Chip Fumbu got a little bit too close, he was in the pocket throwing 2 or 3 punches. Hassan immediately, suddenly drops down, nearly secures a takedown.
Now Chip Fumbu in the clinch. Shots to the body.
Hassan, famous for this trip. You can see he's looking for it.
He is such a stout fighter. He's able to really use his body type to his advantage as Abdul Hassan. And like you said before, he's been doing this for so many years with much bigger competition. We're talking up into the lightweight divisions and the featherweight divisions. This is one of those guys that will just fight anybody.
Now Hassan drops down. Good takedown defense by Chip Fumbu. Gets back up, fires a kick.
Chip Fumbu really impressive, folks, here. Now just firing off punches and kicks. And Hassan really has nothing for those punches and kicks.
And that is always the risk with a kick to the body or a low kick especially, is for it to be caught. And now Hassan is stuck on the back of Chip Fumbu. This is Abdul Hassan's world. He's going to soften him up here. Chip Fumbu gets back to his feet though. Can Hassan drag him back down? Great strength shown by Chipfumbu. Hassan drags him straight back down.
Oh, he is an absolute bulldog. He just rides you and just goes after it.
And he's got such mad dexterity in his hips as well that he can use those legs as an extra pair of arms. Hassan now attacks the body. Chipfumbu drops down to the and immediately he jumps on. Does Abdul Hassan. He's got
That's
one
a
arm
bad
trapped.
place for Chipfumbu.
He's got an arm trapped here.
Neck
gets
is
the arm
open
loose at
if
least,
he can
but
free his arms.
this is absolutely where Abdul Hassan lives. He's on the back of Sylvester Chipfumbu. Not a ton of time left for him to work here, but he might not need all of it anyway. Chipfumbu looks like his chin is tucked, but Abdul Hassan's going to work here. Swims in with the other arm. Chipfumbu now has to defend for all he's worth these last 30 seconds.
Trying to grind that arm underneath the chin. Just trying to knife it in there and choke out the likes of Sylvester Chipfumbu.
Good defense so far. 17 seconds remain in this first round.
This is life for Abdul Hassan. This is what they do. Such a frustrating fighter, Abdul Hassan. Hollywood is going to stay on the back and ride it out to the end of round number 1.
Interesting first round. Certainly Abdul Hassan had the better of it. That last sort of 40-50 seconds or so.
But Chipfumbu looked fantastic with
Prior
the
to that,
striking.
it was pretty much all Chipfumbu.
But sometimes what the judges see for the last, minute or half minute is the way that they sway it, so it could go the way of Abdul Hassan.
Also keep in mind, Abdul Hassan did secure 2 takedowns in that
Absolutely.
round. Some judges score quite heavily on those. Will also do a lot of good for the confidence of Abdul Hassan going into the second round, knowing he's able to take his opponent down. And if he potentially had a little bit more time to work here in that first round, could have been a different story. So he has to fire off sooner in this second round.
Oh, I agree.
And
Playing his game. That's the MPL Corner Cam, brought to you by Macro, and available at Discam, Game, Macro, and more. That is NPL, official supplement sponsor here of the EFC.
And of course, the big thing for Sylvester Chipfumbu, if he manages to keep distance between himself and Abdul, uses those long limbs to kick and punch, he certainly can be in the driving seat and take this home to a victory and remain undefeated
Are you ready?
in the Extreme Fighting Championship.
Here it is, Chipfumbu and Hassan. It is time for round number 2, brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink. Chipfumbu is going to initiate, but has to be very, very wary of the takedown. Like we said before, throwing the big kick to the body, that leaves a huge chance for Hassan to catch that, and he's real good at what he does.
Yeah, absolutely. Hassan just taking his time on the outside. Chipfumbu has to do something. He needs to be the one that comes forward and fights and closes the distance, potentially allowing for that takedown opportunity.
Mr. Chipfumbu doing a good job of staying aggressive and does really well when he goes to that body punch and sets up the combinations. That's exactly what we're seeing right now, adding up the punches. Oh, and a
Big
right
shot.
hand.
Abdul Hassan
He
is in
folds
trouble
it
here.
over.
Chipfumbu's landing. Hassan is
He
finished.
swarmed it. Chipfumbu did it. The Gladiator. The biggest win of his career, and he is still undefeated in the EFC. Wow. That was dynamite in that right hand. Huge shot.
Wow, just sudden lightning and power by Sylvester Chipfumbu.
Wow, what a display by Sylvester Chipfumbu. Amazing hands by that young man, and he is a force to be reckoned with in the bantamweight division. That is some serious power.
Yeah, absolutely. Abdul Hassan not happy with that stoppage, but no fighter is ever happy with the stoppage. He was certainly rocked very, very badly with that first right hand, and then Chipfumbu just swarmed him as soon as that happened.
He played it perfectly, Dirk. He really did. Once he stuck that, you knew he was on it. It is 4-0 for Sylvester Chipfumbu. He is the real deal. It's your MPL action replay. Dirk, let's walk us through this one. Big
There's that right hand, buckled him, dropped him right down, and then chasing it up with a couple of big punches of Sylvester Chipfumbu. Bobby Karajanidis right on the action. Don't think there's much wrong with that stoppage at all. Here it is again, that right hand. That was the decision maker for Sylvester Chapumbu, and then chases Abdul Hassan down punch after punch. He was just turtled up, crawled up, arms right next to his side. Boom! Right hand on the money. Sylvester Chapumbu is still undefeated inside the EFC hexagon. Takes him to 4-0 in the division. Let's throw it up for our result. Here's Cyrus.
Referee Bobby Karagianidis has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 3 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO due to strikes, Sylvester Gladiator Chapumbu.
This is the place to be in Johannesburg tonight for this battle. Flex Moonway and Diego Bandu. And let's go to work. Round number 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy. Diego Bandu on the left side of your screen, coming out of the blue corner. In the red corner, that's Moonway. And both guys throwing with a lot of aggression here.
Nice time to take down from Flex. Nice couple of strikes and light from his outfit. He had great scramble from Bandu though. Flex Moonway gets him back on the ground. Beautiful sweep from Bandu. But Moonway lands up on the right side of it, showing a very good scramble as well. All back and forth war on the ground straight away. Diego tries the trip again, gets the sweep, gets back up to his feet. Good work from Bandu. Underhook on the left from Flex as well. Some nice knees up the middle and reply from Diego. Great back and forth scramble on the ground from both athletes. Good sprawl from Bandu as Flex Moonway seems to try and drop for the single. But Bandu was just one step ahead of him.
Yeah, 100%. Flex Moonway, though, man, is he not showing us something? I mean, you know, kind of moving Bandu around like nobody really has, Simon.
Yeah, and straight into full mount now is Flex Moonway. Trying to wall walk is Diego. Patient on the ground in full mount is Flex Moonway coming in on debut.
Oh, baby. Big shot, another one. Flex Moonway making a big impression here tonight. Hammering it down here on Diego Bandu.
A nasty elbow as well there from Flex Moonway. You can hear Coach Mornay Fisser screaming out instructions to his fighter. Turning around to his back now is Diego as he tries to get back up to his feet. Flex Moonway hunting for the rear naked choke. Bandu's trying to pull it off.
That's nasty. He's going to have to tap. That is tight. Bandu is tough, but Moonway is putting the vice grip on him, and Bandu does not give up.
And he keeps mount as well, does Flex Moonway. Diego's trying to escape from this again. Did well to escape the rear naked choke, just gutted it out. I'm not sure how deep it was. Moonway didn't look like he was cranking on as much as he could, but these are nasty shots now from Moonway. Trying the hip bump now is Diego Bandu. Trying to turn around to his opponent. He's still defending well off his back. At the moment is Bandu, but he's taking a lot of shots.
One-sided beatdown here, Simon. I mean, really, Moonway is doing whatever he wants with Diego Bandu, and that just doesn't even seem possible with the amount of power and the athleticism of Bandu. But Moonway has just seemed to be his kryptonite tonight.
Yeah, a lot of shots coming through. Diego's just controlling now that left arm. Controlling that wrist to prevent the left coming on down. He's trying to posture up, but it's a very persuasive, heavy full mount for Moonway as Bandu gets back up to his feet, strips his opponent off, and gets out. It's a good escape finally for Bandu. Lets him get back up to his feet.
All right, Bandu wants to get. He's going to let him get up here. This is where Diego can be so nasty.
Oh, great shot from Bandu with the right roundhouse. It is all over. A walk-off knockout for Diego Bandu.
What a knockout.
Wow.
Diego Bandu. It looked like he was in over his head tonight with Flex Moonway, but all it took was one perfectly placed kick. This dude is special, Simon.
Absolutely incredible. Love to see that on the replay. Just weathered the storm on the ground, taking a huge amount of ground and pound, but did well to defend as best as he could. He weathered the storm, and when he finally got back up to his feet, a perfectly placed kick to a stooping opponent. Absolute great placement, and then rocked him. He's badly cut at the moment, is Munwe. He still seems to be a little bit out of it as the medical team are attending to him. But a great walk-off knockout from Bandhu. Knew his opponent was out for the count and just walked away. No follow shots up necessary, and CIT have a new contender. My word.
Yeah, that was one of those, and this is proved already to be one of those nights, right? One of those can't-miss nights. Such a great, incredible finish to the year. And we still have our main card and 2 title fights to go. Let's go to the action replay here.
That was the kick, so I think it was it came off the arm, but it was the knee part.
Let's see, let's take a look right here.
Yeah, it was the knee that connected.
It caught the knee. It was the knee to the side of the head. Let's run that again one more time. Ooh. I mean, his life just left his body. I mean, he just...
just huge amount of power. You know, it was just
it's like his...
Yeah. He really just hit the switch, didn't
like
he?
His ghost is like hovering over him, just looking at him right now, right? I mean, God. And obviously I'm saying that in jest because, you know, he's going to be okay. But at the same time, holy moly, like that was incredible. One of the best knockouts I think I've ever seen, just the reaction. And we've seen a lot of big knockouts, Simon. In fact, I think we've called the best knockout in MMA history, but that was right up there.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah, so, I mean, just think back on that. There's been so many highlights tonight. There's been so many great fights, but that is one of those unforgettable knockouts. That's a viral knockout. That is, you'll be sharing that all for years. I mean, that's a great one. Let's go to Hotso Bilal Ramopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Busan has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes and 35 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout. Your winner in the blue corner, Diego Pangaman Bandhu.
Ready to throw down Shauna Titanium Power. Christy Power Davis.
Christy, ready? Shauna, you ready? Let's fight.
And here we go. Round 1 is underway in this women's flyweight division matchup. Unleash the power of the bear with Bear Claw Energy.
Shauna loves the stand-up game. She's got some tricky little maneuvers.
Yes.
She loves some spinning kicks and spinning back fists and elbows.
It looks like she's setting it up right there too, but you can just see that spinning back fist come out.
It's almost like Kirsty Davis is loading with that right.
Yes, something big's about to happen. You can tell, and both of them are just kind of loading up here. So who's going to strike first with a big kick?
Shauna circling on the outside while Kirsty is very comfortable in the middle of the hexagon. Nice right hand over the top by Shauna.
Sneaks it in. We know that fighting style from FFM. They're very good at working the angles and putting a lot of strikes on you.
Absolutely, and you can imagine training with the likes of Boyd Allen and DeMar Penna every single day. That's stuff that's happening right in front of you again and again and again. Good use of the outside leg kick. We haven't seen a lot of that from a lot of fighters of late, and it's such a big weapon to use to slow down your opponent.
Working the legs indeed. Kirsty Davis trying to chase here, trying to implement her own offense.
She is controlling the center of the hexagon at the moment, while Shauna is just working on the outside.
Shauna Power is, yeah, those are nice strikes, and a lot of the times you'll see in these women's
nice spinning back fist on the mark by Shauna Power. She's unloading now. Kirsty Davis is in big trouble. She is in big trouble, yeah. Shauna Power is going.
It's over.
Unbelievable.
Shauna Power. Are you kidding
goodness.
me? Oh, laying waste to Kirsty Davis, sending her back to the UK. Shauna Power with her first professional win and first win in the EFC Hexagon.
Nasty, nasty, nasty. That spinning back fist. We have seen so many guys try and land that. I think that is probably the first time I've seen it land that clean. And after that, just the combination, quick hands, on the money, on the mark. Great stoppage by the referee, but my goodness,
Incredible.
that was something. Wow.
Man, and they're going wild here. So many fans of Shauna's traveling from Joburg. She has some fans here in Cape Town, but of course, FFM, all their fans are Joburg. They made that trip. They wanted to see her in the Hexagon, and that's what you got. Wow, man, shades of Amanda Lino in that first fight for her.
Absolutely. There's a spinning back fist on the money. That rocked Kirsty Davis. And from there, she tasted blood and just unloading left and right, straight punches, mixing it up on the button.
What a great stoppage, too. I mean,
Great stoppage. Unbelievable performance by Shauna Power. There's that spinning back fist again. Boom. Woo. On the chin.
Wow. We knew it was probably coming. We knew she was loading it up, and she unleashed it. Shauna Power with a ton of power in this women's flyweight division. Your action replay from GNC, available at Clicks, a great partner of the EFC. We have our winner, Shauna Power. Now just one more thing, Shane the Duke Wellington to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vicky Swart has called a stop to this contest 1 minute and 45 seconds into round number 1. Declaring the winner by TKO, Shauna Titanium Power.
It's the White Tiger, Irshad Syed, former interim bantamweight champion, taking on the newly bantamweight Tumisang Madiba, the president.
Fighter, you ready? You ready? Fight!
And Ferdy Bassan gets us started. Time to go to work for these two. 3 rounds. In the yellow is Madiba, in the black and the white, Irshad Syed. Round 1 brought to you by 7 Stars. Madiba pops him. Nice shot. Beautiful right straight by Tumisang Madiba.
Irshad Syed very quickly to let Tumisang know it was a slip so he doesn't get too excited, but he's on his bicycle and heading backwards here early on. Tumisang is asking some big questions here of Irshad Syed. He's landing big shots.
Wow, right down the middle. Tumisang Madiba going after it. We talked about the power advantage. Tumisang Madiba most definitely is going to have that advantage. Can he capitalize? Right hands. The president is landing. Beautiful knees and giving.
Drops down for
Syed
that single leg. Tumisang looks to complete it. Irshad Syed manages to get back to his feet quite quickly though.
If you're Madiba, do you go to the ground right now or do you continue standing? He had so much success there in the first minute.
Absolutely. I'd create some distance and just start hammering him. I don't think we've seen Irshad Syed been hit like this by anyone in the organization as yet.
Until the White Tiger answers those questions on the feet. If I'm Madiba, I go ahead and stand.
Wow, Tumisang looks so focused and so on tonight.
This is the fight of his life. Tumisang Madiba makes it up to the co-main event if he can win it.
Shot for a massive takedown.
Title aspirations.
Beautiful by Irshad Syed. He's weathered this initial storm, and this is his world.
This is textbook by Irshad Syed. He's done this so many times before. Such a technical fighter. He can grind it out. He can strike with you. Now sits in half guard.
Tumisang though looking for the reversal. He's trying to get it. Wall walks and pushed off. So certainly he has not lost any power dropping down to
He's got a hold of that guillotine.
Irshad shouldn't be too worried by this, although
Standing
now he pulls out.
Is he going to get him? Is he going to get him?
Squeezing and squeezing and
Is
squeezing.
Tumi
Can he
gonna
get
win?
this? Tumisang is trying to take the head off of his body.
Oh my goodness.
Cranking, lifting him up off the floor, drops him down.
And he is trying to put him away, and he doesn't.
How did he fight out of that? My goodness.
Syed survives. The skill of Syed, the will of Irshad Syed.
How much did it take out of Tumi Sang's arms, though? He literally had him raised off of the canvas, trying to get the guillotine.
Reminisce of the Dave Mazzani, Leon Mainhart standing guillotine. It looked like that was going to be the end. But the consummate professional, the elite fighter that is Irshad Syed, hung in there.
Syed now striking from full guard. Tumi Sang probably just taking a moment here to recoup after just blasting his arms around the neck and just holding on for dear life.
That could be a mental blow here for Irshad Syed, not able to put him away when he was so close. Does he get frustrated and let the White Tiger in?
Now again, he tries to wall walk, does Tumi Sang Madiba. Worked very successfully a couple minutes ago.
He is literally wall walking. You're absolutely right. He is trying to get that reversal again. It's going to be a little bit more difficult from this position.
Well, that's the veteran at Irshad Syed, as he felt him getting up onto the wall and he just sort of moved his body a little bit away from the fence, so he doesn't quite have as much leverage off of it.
He is a technician, is Irshad Syed, and we're seeing that right now as he grinds it out.
Now looking for the mount, but Tumi Sang manages to reverse it. Now Syed is landing some shots. In half guard again.
Movements by Tumi Sang, not giving up that full mount. He felt it coming, and he quickly bucked his hips and got out of the way. Just less than a minute in round number one. A very entertaining, exciting round one in this one.
Absolutely. Syed looking to pass, but Tumi Sang has a hold of that left leg now. Postures up, and Tumi Sang gets back to his feet. Can he get some distance between the two of them and go back to striking where he had a lot of success early in his first round?
The heart of Tumi Sang Madiba
lands, and Madiba does the same.
Oh, he
might be
smashes
close
him.
here. My goodness, he goes back to the guillotine again.
He's
Can he lock his hands together? He might
he's
have
locked
this
in.
He might have this
guard. Can he get it?
Syed rolls over. He's in half guard. I think he's out of trouble here, Cyrus.
I think he is as well.
Wow.
Tumi Sang going for the kill.
My goodness, the heart of Irshad Syed.
Wow, I'll tell you, Tumi Sang Madiba giving Syed all he can handle, and somehow, some way, the White Tiger is still beating. Wow. That's what you paid for, folks. That right there.
Certainly, Irshad Syed is having a lot of difficulty with the power of Tumi Sang Madiba. He's rocked him with a couple of punches, and now officially I think we can count that as a knockdown. That spinning back fist, that first one, sure, he could have been off of balance, but there's no doubt about that last shot that landed. Man, oh man, the conditioning of Syed as well to recover from that. But boom,
that was a nice shot and absolutely crumbled him. It looked like he was off balance. And that being said, he ate a lot of that forearm.
My goodness me.
Let's take a look at it again.
But boom, how's the timing on that? That rocked him hard, absolutely.
Madiba is in exquisite form right now. Elite form is Tumi Sang Madiba. There's been times where you wonder, is he going to take the next step? Is he going to get to the next level? And right now he's showing that he is at that next level. And if he can stay here in the bantamweight division regardless, man, you're talking about a guy that's going to be at the top of the field.
Oh, absolutely. You're looking, just having a look over to his corner. He is not breathing heavy. He didn't have to take any sort of big, massive gasps. So he is super fit, so focused. He is a man on a mission. Ooh. Goodness me. Irshad Syed is in the fight of his life right now.
Ready? Fight! Freddie Bazan starts us here for round number two. Invigorating energy, that 7 stars, fill your body with what it needs. Here comes Madiba once again, no surprise. Big right hand, he landed that one, Dirk.
Syed is in trouble here, Cyrus. He has to shoot for a takedown. Tumi Sang is picking him apart in the feet, and he's landing very, very telling blows.
Madiba looks like a rabid animal right now, just not settling for anything.
Mixes it up with a big leg kick, but certainly, again, jab finds its mark. Right hand finds its mark, left again. How's the boxing of this man tonight?
Just not letting Syed operate at all. Madiba is chasing him, and that's a big head kick.
Can he keep up the pace, though, that he's been going at? That's the big question. Can he still throw with that same amount of power?
Nice
now, Syed lands a couple of shots of his own.
Now Syed's starting to land a few of his own. Employing his own offense, big elbow coming through. Closing the distance, right hand. Madiba coming through. The president.
Just throwing a little bit frantic right now. He's not landing too many of these punches, whereas in the first round he had pinpoint accuracy. Spinning back elbow again, and now right hand fired straight down the pipe.
You take too many of those chances, you leave yourself wide open. Madiba has to be careful with the spinning.
Syed has got
right
this.
to left hand.
Knocks him down. Looking to finish.
Syed stops him. The White Tiger.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Ishak Syed, take up our sir.
Absolutely. A game performance from that man. Tumisang Madiba gave him everything that he had. But the White Tiger is still right at the top of the bantamweight division. DeMar Pena, we could have a rematch on our hands.
Wow, wow, wow. Talk about the performance that Madiba put on. He asked a lot of questions. He landed some really, really telling blows.
We talked
but the
about
words
the power,
out of your mouth just went cold. He said he can't take too many of these, and he took one or two too many, and just the carelessness and the power of Syed. Wow.
NPO action replay. He sets it up with a body shot, and boom.
Double,
two quick
double
left hooks.
Yep. Textbook stuff, Ishak Syed. Man, oh man, he took a lot of punishment early on in that first round. Came back here, landed some really, really telling blows. Absolutely incredible. Here's a different angle. Boom. Again and again with the heavy hands from both guys. Shot to the body. Boom, ba boom. Drops him down. Goes in for the finish. Great stoppage by our referee. Solid, solid performance tonight by Ishak Syed. But Tumisang Madiba was certainly in this fight from the very first second as well. His head can be held up high. Certainly a successful debut in terms of performance, but not so much in terms of the result for Tumisang Madiba. And here we go. Cyrus V's ready with our official result.
Referee Ferdy Bassan calls a stop to the contest at 1 minute 33 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO due to strikes, Irshad, the White Tiger, Syed.
Sianda Vilakaze. Great talent here. Let's see if he's able to get it done. And Taboho Ntene. And this fight's officially underway, and Dragon Energy brings it to you. And it looks like they may have drank a little Dragon Energy. They are bringing the heat. What an incredible shot there out of the gate by Vilakaze.
Trying to finish as well, really fast, Cyrus. Huge shots. As Ntene is trying desperately to get back up to his feet. Ubesi, the lion, true to his name, starts roaring right out the gate, trying to trap. Nice takedown by Ntene, though. Nice and cool, calm, straight into full mount for M16. Beautiful reversal by Vilakaze.
Incredible. Sianda Vilakaze, man, what a great debut here.
Shot, Cyrus.
Incredible first impression. Right down the middle with the ground and pound, Simon, and he seems to be dialed in 100%, and Ntene able to slow things down for the moment.
Vilakaze coming out on his professional debut. He's got the neck. He's cranking on it. Taboho looks pretty cool and calm in there. He's got a double. Trying to get Vilakaze to go for a ride here. He's cranking on it. He's pulling on this choke as much as I want, but I don't think it's in at all. He's looking over to his corner, and they're saying to relax it and not blow your arms out. Good advice there from the corner, but he's still got the neck. He's just got one arm in there, nothing going on there, as Taboho scoots up to the sitting position and see if he can wall walk, but he's giving up his back now. Vilakaze continues to dominate the veteran. 7-5.
We'll see if he can keep up this pace, right? He continues to go, 100 miles an hour here, one after another. Vilakaze, this guy is really motivated and wants to make this great debut, and he's definitely on his way. He's landing big shots. He's shown that he has power, and he seems to have a lot in his gas tank.
He's just coming forward, and the shots continue to come. Tabor Ntene is covering that. That looks like it's going anywhere. Vilakazi doing well several times not to kick the grounded opponent. We saw that just a bit earlier when Tabor was trying to get back up to his feet. Ntene tries for the right cross. Vilakazi continues to come forward. The Babetsi has spent blood. Head kick knockout for Tabor Ntene. What a win!
Oh my goodness! The M16, and he's flipping, flopping, spinning, and throwing flying kicks. And why not celebrate, young man? What a finish. Man, Vilakazi left himself wide open, and Teboho Ntene waited out all the chaos that was Siana Vilakazi, and then lands just a picture-perfect head kick. What a finish, Simon.
Superb left high roundhouse on the button to the side of Vilakazi's head. I mean, Vilakazi was just pouring it on and continued to come forward. And Ntene just picked the shot absolutely. He's less of an M16 in this fight, more like a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle at the moment, because that was a picture perfect shot. Great to see Vilakazi come. Man, he looked so fun. He looked the real deal. He knew that he was going to go to engage into a firefight like Ntene. It could have gone either way. It was 50-50. Vilakazi looked absolutely fantastic, but what a highlight reel knockout for Teboho M16 Ntene.
Well, and Mukuru brings you this action replay, and right out of the gate, Vilakazi was on fire, bringing everything to Teboho Ntene, and there was times where he had him stunned, but he used up all that energy, Simon, and you could see right after this, after all this work right here, he took this big, deep breath.
Yeah,
and I don't know, we probably won't see it here on the replay, but he took this big, deep breath,
I think see it there.
and then you saw, oh my goodness, there it is.
Oh,
wow.
Play it again, Sam.
Yeah, right? Let's run that again. Oh, baby.
You're right. He was still hunting Ntene down, wasn't he, Cyrus? But he came forward and, just like you said, just had a couple of deep breaths at this point. Let's just see where his guard is. His right arm is very down low. His guard is really down. There's no way he could have got his arm up there to block it. A couple of his follow shots, completely academic, but beautifully placed by Teboho Ntene. Really almost an undefendable high head kick when your right arm is down that low on the right hand side of your head, and that left high kick, just great decision, great fight IQ. I wouldn't say Ntene was playing possum. He certainly seemed that he was in trouble. Vilakazi was just pouring on the ground and pound, had Teboho in a whole bunch of hurt. Teboho was backtracking like we'd never seen. At that point, Vilakazi came forward, and you rightly say, Cyrus, sucked in a couple of gas tanks full of air, and Teboho Ntene just picked his shot so sweetly. Beautiful work.
Well, let's give him this W. Let's throw it up to Colt So to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vickers Swartz has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 17 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout in the blue corner, Teboho M16 Ntene.
Georgi Georgiev taking on Johnny Fields.
Ready? Ready?
Fight! Freddie Bassan gets us started. Round number one, brought to you by 7 Stars. Georgiev and Fields both in the white.
Fields, ton of experience. Ring rust affected. Georgiev, young, very eager, very, very hungry.
They're sticking out the jab there is Johnny Fields, and as much experience as Fields has had, I think this is the biggest show he's ever been on in his career. NAAFS is a great organization. We talk about the lights, the production, everything that goes into the EFC. This is a big moment for Johnny Fields.
Yeah, so big, and of course, the amount of time that he's taken off is such a big factor. Still just feeling each other out here in the initial stages of this fight.
Right down the middle, Georgiev can take a shot. Tough young fighter, that 21-year-old chin still has a lot of miles to go on it, so he can take a shot. Oh,
big kick, and Fields is in trouble here.
Wow, are you kidding me? Georgiev! Georgi Georgiev!
Referee jumps in, stops the fight.
It didn't even look like he fully connected with it. I'm gonna have to watch the replay to see it. but he caught him right flush across the chin. Very disappointing for Johnny Fields, but Georgiev, big shot.
Wow, even with the slip, he was still able to generate that amount of power.
I was more focused on the slip.
Yeah, dropped Johnny Fields, covered up, and Georgiev went in for the kill, went in for the finish.
Incredible finish, Georgiev. What a big win for him, the Bulgarian beast, with a W over a veteran in Johnny Fields. We got to take a look at this action replay to really see what went down.
That's that kickboxing background that Georgiev comes with.
Here it is, action replay by Super Crush, and let's take a look at this kick.
Here we go, fired it up. Boom,
yes.
caught him square.
Boom, right across the front of the face, really smacking Johnny Fields.
Yeah, he was literally just lying in a little ball, covering up. I think that's a good stoppage. Johnny Fields afterwards had quite a bit to say, but here's the kick, boom, landed.
Just
legs
absolutely
gave way.
Stunned him, and he went right into defensive mode.
Absolutely. Don't think this changed the outcome at all. Johnny Fields can contest it as much as he wants, so I think that was a good stoppage. Wow, didn't even break a sweat, the Georgiev, and he goes 2-1.
Not to say that I wouldn't love to see Johnny Fields back here in the EFC, but unsuccessful in his debut. Let's send it up to Shane the Duke Wellington to put a bow on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Basson has called a stop to this contest. 1 minute and 9 seconds into the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO due to strikes, Georgie, the Bulgarian beast, Georgiev.
The hitman got his next assignment, and it's that man, Horatius Alanu. And let's go to work. Round number 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy. Look out for that exclusive Cyrus Fees commemorative can coming very soon, from what I understand.
It's very sweet tasting as well, I'm sure. Leg kick straight away from Maloney.
Well, of course.
Switching stance, as we said, Cole likes to move that back. Now he's going back to southpaw, but rather front on. He does like that stance sometimes. Going up high is Ndidi Aloni.
Yeah, big swing and a miss there by Alanu. Cole Henning, man, you don't want to play with him. You don't want to leave any openings for the hitman. And on the flip side, same with Alanu. I mean, this guy's a decorated veteran. Been all over the world doing this thing, and we've missed him here in the EFC.
Yeah, we missed the style. That kickboxing background, then a good base, and he goes down to the canvas. This guy's exchanging single shots. No one loading up on their combos just yet. A lot of leg targeting at the moment. Cole switching. Using a side kick. Just Cole Henning. Keeping that foot out there. Very open-handed guard. Teasing the level change. And that would be a good game plan, perhaps, for Cole to take him down. As I said, I would be very interested to see where this would go on the canvas between these two fighters. Beautiful leg kick from Henning.
100%.
Crowd loved that. It's nice when they get a leg kick, gets a roar of appreciation from an informed crowd.
Cole Henning there looking for his opportunity. Alanu, yeah, both men, you can tell veterans, the filling out process is most definitely intact here. Folks, remember, the main event is for the vacant welterweight championship of the world. A lot to be excited there. Gelson Sousa taking on Zakir Badat. And just some more bangers along the way. What a card it has been thus far, including, of course, the fastest knockout in EFC history. We saw that just moments ago.
Both fighters exchanging very stiff lefts, a bit more power behind those, but good head movement from both of them. Keeping away from the strikes, Henning goes back to that lead leg. The muscles on Aloni's leg are absolutely fantastic. It was a nice little short left hook, that little check left hook from Cole Henning we've talked about, we've seen in the past. Very deceptive how he just gets it out. It brings it quite from low sometimes. And crouching and teasing. Switching stances the whole time. Leans into that left cross there, Cole Henning. Going down to the body now and gets out of the pocket very, very quickly that Aloni can't get him on the counter.
Both men looking for their opening here, looking for an opportunity to do some damage. Nothing yet. Nothing really has landed on the money yet. No significant strikes. Really nothing to judge on yet. Nice little right hook there by Henning, and a little push kick right there to the body of Horacio Solano. Fans are turning up, though. They know that at any time this thing could be over. And when you follow a knockout like that, then it's really in the head of the fans, like, okay, when's the next one coming? And both these men could deliver that easily.
So before I get an email from Mrs. Henning, like I did a few years ago, when I got the record wrong, Cole Henning still holds the record for the fastest knockout in EFC history, as much as the lightweight division. It was, I can't remember, it was 5 seconds quite a few years ago. So the man you're seeing now beats the man who just fought for the fastest lightweight knockout, as well as all in the EFC. Just a reminder,
well, how about
you
that?
know, of the power and speed of Cole the Hitman. There you go.
Well, there we go. Now 5 seconds indeed. Now I'm looking back right now. I'm doing the research. Tumazar Madiba, EFC 91, Cole Henning, 5 seconds.
There you go. You were on the
Stand
call.
corrected.
A lot of fights in between, my friend. A lot of water has passed along that river. So, meanwhile, Maloney is pumping out that left jab. Cole's continuing to target that leg. Good body kick from Maloney.
Oh, baby, here we go.
Cole Henning tries to counter left. At times the takedown very, very nicely. Settles into the guard of Ndidi and Loney. Turning around to his side now is the Nigerian. Cole's just keeping on top. It's a good position now for Henning. Only 20 seconds left, though, to work.
Right into side control here, Cole Henning, and that's a good look for him. To be able to end up on top in a very, very tight round, it's a very, very good look in the eyes of the judges. Cole Henning looks to finish this round on top, in control, and it may have tipped the scales in his favor as they score this round. Simon, we knew it was going to be good. We haven't seen Alani for a long time, but I mean, certainly looks good. Has stayed busy, and he's got a great matchup here with Cole Henning. This one pretty much down the middle as we take a look at the corner cam brought to you by Makuru. But Henning, I think, just may have taken it with that takedown.
Yeah, 100% I would agree with you. We take a look at the Makuru action replay and see what highlights there were. Very cagey opening. Beautiful left jab from Maloney. Right down the pipe. Both exchanging sporadic leg kicks. Nothing hugely significant. There's Maloney getting a leg kick off. A nice left cross from Cole. The side kick to the solar plexus. Indeed, he just shrugs it off. Gets that beautiful body kick right under the armpit, into the ribs, and digs it in nicely. Does Ndidi Olonu. Tough one to score. I mean, yeah, visually the takedown and the ground and pound from Cole at the end. You know, the judges will be looking at that. But on the Makuru action replay, displayed a couple of very nice strikes coming out from Ndidi Olonu. But a cagey first round, not what I expected. Got to be honest. Let's see if they're going to go back to war.
And here we go. Next round brought to you by Dragon Energy, of course. The power is yours. In the black and the red there, Alanu, in the black and orange Henning. And this one pretty much down the middle. It could be deceiving, like you said. Maybe the takedown wasn't enough. And that's certainly not a round that was decisive that you can really put in your pocket for later when you start looking at a decision. That one could go either way. And now we're seeing what they're really made of. Big punches. One or two may have landed there, but still very even.
Yeah, both fighters exchanging some nice combos there, but I think the most telling shot was just the left hook in the middle of Alonu's combination, but Cole certainly struck back with a few of his own. Alonu just pumping out that left jab. More the range finder than everything else. Teasing the leg kick again is Alonu. Great kick. Oh, beautiful high right kick from Maloney, and that stings Cole Henning. Another great right cross from Ndidi Olonu, but also scores. Cole Henning seems to be steadying on his feet though, but he ate that high roundhouse followed by the shot.
Well, we knew it was only a matter of time, Simon. We knew it was only a matter of time, and then it strikes. Wow, you can see Henning just. Oh no, that one's close. Just a minute and a half in here in round number 2, and all of a sudden things have changed drastically. See if we can get an answer back.
Oh, Cole just slips another massive right from Olonu. Patient from Ndidi Olonu.
You know, people in the arena thinking he had Henning on the ropes, but Henning was dangerous, always dangerous on the counter, and Alona knew that. He didn't swarm in and make himself vulnerable. Had two superb shots, another great head kick from Alona, and Colehenning's down. He's trying to finish his Alona. The ground and pound's coming in. It's going to be over.
He's got
Bobby King stops him. What a win!
Oh, goodness. Welcome back. Gracious Alonu, welcome back to the EFC, my friend. He just put a lot of folks on alert with that finish of Cole Henning. Simon, man, it was great to have him back, but we didn't know we were going to get that. Another decisive, brutal finish here at EFC 113.
Patient, calm, struck when he needed, when he knew his opponent was really rocked, had him again, went back to the wheelhouse with that left high kick. He rocked him originally with it, followed it by a right cross. But Cole was still in the fight. He knew he was still dangerous, knowing how the hitman is so dangerous on the counters. When he's cornered, he's a dangerous animal. But Alonu was patient, and he knew that left high roundhouse was still there for him, and that's what scored him. The sweat just flying into the stands. It was a massive shot. But then the ground and pound, the follow-up shots. Bobby Karajanidis giving him all the chance to Cole Henning to try and recover. But the merciless ground and pound from Rage just kept coming. That's the first high leg kick. A bit of a low shot there, but doesn't hurt Henning. Alonu starts pouring it on. But here we go with the second. Again, it's the same sequence.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at the one that actually put Cole down because it was a hellacious high kick. And here it comes. Absolutely great job.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, that was fast and slow motion. I mean, that was just incredible. Tremendous finish there, you can see. Laying it in, Gracious Alonu, there it is.
Beautiful
right on the money.
Oh, beautiful placement.
It takes a lot to put him down. It really does, Simon, and that just shows you what sort of level Alonu's on. And when you take a look at this division, I mean, like I said, he put a lot of people on notice.
So actually, if you like jigsaw puzzles, and you get a piece of the jigsaw that looks like the shape of a foot, and then you see another part of the jigsaw, and it's the shape of the head behind the ear and the jawbone, and you think, how do these shapes fit together? And you try and figure that out, and you do it with athleticism and power and timing on the highest platform on the African continent. That's what Ndidi Alona just did to an absolute veteran killer in Cole Henning. That's how impressive that is.
Definitely solved that puzzle, no doubt about it. Let's go back to Kotso.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Karajanidis has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 58 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by TKO due to strikes. In the blue corner, Rage Horatius Alonu.
And man, the crowd is in a frenzy for these two fighters, Faiz Jacobs and Sylvester Chipfumbu. Ready for some violence? Because you're about to get some. This fight is officially underway, round one. Brought to you by Dragon Energy.
Both running straight out to the center of the hexagon. And looking light on their feet. Bit of a reset from Faiz. Range finding right hand from Sylvester in southpaw at the moment. Switches stances. What a kick from Sylvester. Doesn't get much behind it though. Remember Faiz's ability to cross the hex so fast.
Oh, they can, and they're so quick. And we've seen, you know, some jumping kicks, some wild flying attacks from Faiz Jacobs that, you know, Sylvester Chipfumbu has burned into his mind, because that's what made Faiz Jacobs so incredibly popular, is because he can hit you out of nowhere. This fight could end quickly, folks, or it could go the distance and it could be an absolute bloodbath. You know, it's either one or the other, and either way, everybody wins.
Nice right there by Sylvester. Athletes exchanging leg kicks. Faiz Jacobs now working with Hayden Abrahams to improve his wrestling. Oh, big right from Faiz Jacobs! Chipfumbu's down! He's looking for the finish! It's over!
We told you!
What a win for Faiz, the troublemaker Jacobs! Sensational!
Simon, I told you, it can happen at any moment, and that's exactly what happens. When he is on, he is all the way on. And Faiz Jacobs is all the way on right now. And he's punched his ticket to a title fight. Let's go.
Absolutely jaw-dropping knockout for Thoyes, the troublemaker Jacobs from Cape Town over the favourite Sylvester, the gladiator Chip Bumbu. And just out of nowhere. And you can see how much that means to Jacobs.
Beautiful.
Another first round finish for the troublemaker.
I mean, he's a generational talent. You know, we love the story. He's sitting there. See this? This is amazing. This is amazing. I love this. He's a generational talent, man. Ever since, the story. Everybody knows the story of him being an Uber driver and taking people to EFC fights. Yeah. Then he becomes a fighter, and then he fights for a title. He doesn't win. He has, a few valleys there, but now he's back to another peak. He avenges the loss, and now he's on his way to a title fight. Man, I love this. If you don't love this sport, after this, I mean, my goodness. Action replay brought to you by Makuru.
Just that right, caught the kick. The right was on the money. A couple of follow shots. Sylvester's trying, but that was a good stoppage from Brad. Took a while for Sylvester to get back up to his feet. Certainly felt that massive right hook. Ooh. Absolute huge shot. Just put the power behind it. Landed flush on the money, and it was hitting the switch.
So solid. Let's take a look one more time. This is too good.
Bang. Just falls Chip Bumbu. And he's really out there. Good stoppage again from Brad.
And that's a tough man. That's a tough man
100%.
to knock down like that. I mean, we've seen him just get battered for rounds. And maybe, maybe that's what's led, to the butt maybe getting a little bit bigger. But at the same time, that was one of those just massive shots. I mean, so much velocity behind it.
I can't recall a time seeing Sylvester get knocked out. I mean, he's been subbed once or twice. Most of the time he goes to decision. That is a very rare event. It's the first knockout I've ever seen of Sylvester Chip Bumbu, and completely upset the World Sports Betting books. For a guy like Sylvester Chip Bumbu put out like that, it was just a combination of power and placement, and it's just, the troublemaker just put so much behind it. It was a hellacious shot that hit the switch and just crumbled Sylvester Chip Bumbu. And you can see the follow-up shots. Brad Block again trying to make the distance across the hex as fast as he could to prevent those follow-up shots. But we know Chip Bumbu's going to be back, but very excited to see the troublemaker moving forward now to take the title.
Well, I mean, and if he does take the title, of course, and I'm sure you'll talk about this, and there'll be these conversations. He's an international level fighter. I mean, this isn't where he stops. He has a very, very high ceiling. We'll talk more about it. Let's go to Hotso to make this all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brad Block has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 15 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout in the blue corner, the troublemaker, Thoyes Jacobs.
Fight, are you ready? Fight, are you ready? Let's go!
Look at that laser focus. Look at the eyes of Manyamala and Kluta. Round one is brought to you by Dragon Energy in the black, Kluta in the white, Manyamala.
Let's head Logan to Mello. He's moving around the outside. He's going to range. Let's peek hard from Tamello. Making very straight on. Almost the inside leg kick.
Simon, we take a look at that age on Mickey Kluta, and he has not shown that age at all. I mean, he has fought just at a very extremely high level here since he's been in the EFC. And being 39 years old, which of course neither one of us can say anything about that. I mean, he's a young pup compared to us. That being said, he doesn't seem to be fighting and showing his age.
No, 15 years difference, and maybe the fact that Tamello is still relatively young and so successful at the age of 24, to counteract what you're saying, I agree with you. You wouldn't know that 15 years in difference in terms of previous performances, as evidenced in these incredible winning streaks between these two athletes. So I agree with you. Mickey doesn't show it, even though Tamello Manyamala has just shot the lights out as a rising star in the EFC. Big swing and a high miss from Kluta. Nice big left hook, more range finding than anything else from Tamello Manyamala, just comes off the guard of Kluta. Nice movement from both fighters at the moment.
one of those situations where on paper, you're going to go Manyamala and a nice little combination there, ending with the head kick. Didn't quite get all of it. On paper, you go Manyamala, but then you watch a Mickey Kluta fight and you see how much heart this guy has and how tenacious he is once he gets a hold of you. This is very, very well matched, as many of the fights have been all night long here at 113.
Yeah, stylistically, every single bout. I mean, again, we said going into 113 Cyrus how difficult it's going to be for the promotion to choose which fight of the night and how many performances to pay. Because it's held a difficult one. There was a nice left jab from Manyamala down the pipe that came through. And you're 100% correct in what you say about Kluta. He's just so obdurate and difficult to finish. You know, fighters often get frustrated fighting Mickey because they can't put him away. And he'll come back and that'll hurt you because he's also a natural born finisher. He rides the storm. He's able to pull something special fire inside himself when he gets taken into deep waters and will come and just put you to sleep. Another beautiful left from Manyamala in that exchange. That was a cracking shot. Tamala just moving on the outside, got that peekaboo style, looking for the opening for that left hand, like a mechanical piston, just pumping it out. But it's Kluta who's coming forward, looking to slowly close the space. But Tamala at times is picking him off, being a slightly better of the range fighter, and it's Mickey trying to get his fists on Tamala, and he's not doing it, and he's getting quite a few counters, as evidenced by that nice little three-piece combo by Manyamala.
Well, we haven't seen much grappling yet, and that could be the thing that really makes the difference in this matchup. Of course, we know very fresh both men are, very dry, and Mickey Kluta has not shot yet. And we're just waiting. I guess he's trying to find that opening, because that could be really, between these two, what really makes the difference in this fight. Big swing and miss there by Kluta. Fans are into it. Electric here at the PI. They have been all night because they've had a lot of good action, Julian.
What I like about Tamala, it's a good shot from Kluta coming in. That's his best shot of the fight. Tamala's just a good judge of risk and reward, and he's got this cute little shuffle dance before he knows where he's going to place his fist, and it always comes through so nicely. He's got such a beautiful little style. He's really targeting that leg of Kluta now. Continues to dancing around the outside, looking for those openings. Just using really good, a beautiful high kick from Tamala Manyamala. Kluta's down. Got him with the shin, I think, Cyrus, around the back of the head. A glancing blow, but had enough power
really got him shooken up. He's shooken up, but Kluta is happy to have him on the ground. Kluta very, very solid on the ground. He's going to back up to the hex. And we'll see if he's able to get himself back up, or if he's happy to stay down in here with Manyamala and try to work on something. We know he definitely has the grappling skills, but Manyamala putting the pressure on him here, not giving him very many openings.
Well, you're right, Cyrus. I mean, you're looking at those submissions from Mickey Kluta, particularly that guillotine of Jazbay off his back, and the submissions over Tyrell and Vincent Nakano. He does like it down there, but going into this fight, I was talking about the improving jits of Tamala Manyamala. Finally goes to the ground at the end, but it was a beautiful high kick. Mickey Kluta doesn't seem to be worse for wear from it. He jumps back up to his feet and heads towards the stool. Love to see that on the replay, because I think it was a bit of shin or side of the shin more than anything else when we get to the replay, but certainly enough power behind it to put Kluta down.
See Ruben De Beer there in the corner. And the Kuru corner cam. Let's take a look at the action replay, see how it happened. He missed on that one, but a little prelude to what was to come later. Nice combination by Manyamala. Kluta not really going away.
It's a nice combination there from Manyamala. That was the best shot there. Yeah, from Kluta was not the most telling one. There we go.
Ooh, right around the back. I mean,
yeah.
wow. The flexibility. Beautiful kick there by Manyamala. He got all of it. And Kluta felt the power of Tamelo in round number one. He was able to survive round number one. Now let's see if he comes out.
Go!
Maybe with more of a mission here.
Yeah.
Round two is brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink.
Mickey planting his feet in the middle. Tamelo back to that game plan, peekaboo stance. Both fighters lean into that right cross and both miss at the same time. They're reading each other a little bit nicely now. Look at that little, there's that little shuffle from Maniamala.
He wants to walk him down, and Maniamala, just like you said, he has the shuffle, the confidence, and he is not being swayed at all. But we've saw that Klitze can get through. He did get through in round number 1, so Maniamala has to be careful. He does have to still show respect to Klitze and what he brings on the feet.
Nice front kick to the belly. It was a nice right hook in that previous exchange from Maniamala. Again, he does that beautiful little shuffle before he comes in with the cross. Nice little start, very nice, quick inside leg kick from Maniamala. As I said, that risk and reward. And he knows there's a good shot there for him. It's not going to cost him anything. He's in and out so quick. Beautiful right cross from Maniamala.
He can't take too many of those. The Mouse takes another beautiful right hand. Maniamala is on target right now. He's not missing much, Simon. And it seems as the fight goes on, the accuracy is just getting tighter and tighter for Tumelo Maniamala.
Yep. And Mickey's struggling with the feints as well. He doesn't know where it's coming from. He wants to get his hands on Tumelo, but the movement's just so sweet. Tumelo's got just really nice head movement. Again, sticking out that jab. Mickey's chasing him down. But again, a nice, beautiful high right roundhouse for Maniamala. It's just Mickey's having difficulty reading Tumelo. He's biting on a couple of the feints. Yeah. As Tumelo just dancing around the outside and picking him off. And it's very difficult to hit that kind of moving target. And you can see that now in Klitze. He's starting to overreach and get frustrated, which is where exactly Maniamala gets dangerous.
Never count him out, though. Mickey Klitze has shown us time and time again he can battle back.
Nice, but
Tumelo Maniamala, giving him everything that he can handle, and he's very much on point. Klitze is going to duck in. I knew it was only a matter of time. He has to try to neutralize Maniamala. Now let's see if he can get a much bigger frame down on the ground.
I was thought him hold on to the single. Now he's just got with one leg, goes back to it. Tumelo did well to try and separate Klitze's hands that were clasping the single leg. Now he's going to the other side, seeing perhaps he can get the double. He's got a nice high crotch, one-handed. On the left-hand side has Mickey Klitze. Tumelo squats down. I don't think it's taking as a takedown more than anything at the moment. It's using his one knee on the bottom turnbuckle part of the apron. He gets back up to his feet. Good head control from Klitze. Nice control, patient defense up against the fence here from Tumelo Maniamala. Good technical work from both fighters. Nice knee on the inside from Klitze as Maniamala tries to see if he can burrow on the other side, using that underhook. On the right-hand side is Maniamala. Now he's turning his opponent in, using the double clasp to Maniamala to turn Klitze back. Now he's got where he wants. Now he gets him down to the ground. Good work from Maniamala. Nice, good process, methodical work from Bones of Steel here.
Younger, faster, stronger. Tumelo Maniamala seems to be a step ahead here of the very, very dominant Mickey the Mouse Klitze, but Maniamala just seems to be a step ahead, Simon. Everywhere Klitze goes, it seems like Maniamala is there first. Now he sits in the guard and awaits his next move. We have a minute to go, but I expect Tumelo to go for something here in this final minute.
Yeah, I mean, going into this fight, we talked about how people have struggled to put Mickey Klitze away. Will that be the case here with Maniamala, where Mickey just guts out all these attempts, the better striking, some of the submission offense that's bound to come his way from this position, perhaps from Maniamala. But Mickey's still not getting too frustrated. Good work from Maniamala. There was a good shot from him. He's been careful of the up kick. Now he's in the full guard now of Mickey Klitze. Mickey isolating one arm on the left-hand side. But not much time now with 20 seconds left for Tumelo to work, but good that he finally got the takedown after it was Klitze who was really determined on the single and then the double. The clinch work up against the fence, great from Maniamala. Got the double clasp, turned Klitze around, and then got the takedown of his own. He probably used that to easily seal the round.
Yeah, very deflating for Klitze that he couldn't get that takedown, and he ends up on his back. Got to believe that's going to figure into this final round. We got one round to go here at EFC 113. We knew it was going to be a good, tight fight, and that's exactly what it is. Tumelo Maniamala there in his corner. Of course, the corner cam always brought to you by Makuru. And giving him some instructions. Most likely, stay with what you're doing. I mean, he seems to be really in control here, Simon. I don't see Klutta, you know, he didn't score much as in round 1 or 2, and now he's got really his back against the wall. But somehow you still got a little bit of faith, right? You still got a little bit of faith in Mickey the Mouse. He just seems to hang around, and before you know it, he's getting his hands raised. So here's your action replay.
But you can see it. Mickey, all the pressure is all coming from Mickey, and that's completely playing into the counter strategy of Tamela Manyamala. It hasn't worked for 2 rounds. Now Mickey's got to get his hands on it. He's got to get in low. He's got to go for those takedowns. He's got to see if he can enact his grappling game plan and get those submissions that we've seen from Mickey in the past. Getting hold of a moving target like Manyamala is easier said than done, but it's what Klutta really has to do in this 3rd round.
Speaking of a moving target, there is Shelley, brought to you by Ignite.
Ready?
I don't know whose target it is. I can't remind. Tamela Manyamala and Mickey Klutta. 3rd and final round, brought to you by Dragon Energy. It has been a war thus far. Mickey Klutta still very much in this fight, but Manyamala seems to be gaining steam. Very detrimental to the Mouse.
Yeah, Tamela Manyamala jumped up. Oh, it's a beautiful right hand that puts Klutta down.
There it
Manyamala's
is.
trying to finish. The hammer fits are coming in. Klutta's pointing back up. And it's all over. Manyamala wins. Superb TKO for Bones of Steel.
Wow. Simon, not only was he gaining steam, I mean, he was about to lay the boom down. That's exactly what he did. Tamela Manyamala just punched his ticket in a very big way. And that's a tough man he just took out in Mickey Klutta. And wherever Shaka Zulu might be, is he there? Is King Shaka in the building? Because he's got to be at least a little concerned about what he's going to have to tackle, and that man, Tamela Manyamala.
Yeah. Now, Klutta is chatting to the doctor. He's getting back up. It was a strange knockout. He got knocked down, but it wasn't like, it's not as if he was losing consciousness with the knockdown. I think there's something, I think it's a broken orbital, perhaps. He was complaining to doctors, having quite a chat about them. He was certainly had the wherewithal as soon as the referee waved it off. So we're certainly going to find that out later. Meanwhile, it's great to see in the PFA corner, you know, after the loss of Rayo Sanchez at the beginning of this main card, to see the Josh Awards for a guy, you know, who's the mainstay of Cape Town combat sports, for Mike Menenemy to have a young kid who was really brought up in terms of mixed martial arts in Tamela Manyamala, and see those Josh Awards for PFA. That's great to see. They deserved that this night. They really did. But meanwhile, our thoughts come to Klutta because he's getting another look over as we look at the replay. You could see he wasn't knocked out there, but I think he was hurt by something. It was almost like he looked down to the ground to see where he was falling. And then and
you know, Ferdy did a good job. He didn't stop it at that point. He let it go. I mean,
yeah,
there was too much going on there. It was the right call. Mickey was out of sorts. I'm sure he would have loved to continue to fight, but I think Ferdy makes the right call there, stopping the fight. Tamela Manyamala just swarmed him. That's all she wrote. And Tamela Manyamala is now next in line. And I, for one, am very excited for that fight.
Do you think that Tamela Manyamala has the skills to cause problems for Nkazamala Zulu, Cyrus?
Oh, he can cause problems, of course. I mean, he's gonna have a reach advantage. He's gonna look good in there. I really, really do believe so. What a fight it's gonna be, folks. Let's go ahead and make it all official and go to Futsu.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Basson has called a stop to this contest at 30 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring your winner by TKO due to strikes. Bones of Steel, Tamela Manyamala.
Simon Harrell, the boom, is in the room. He is ready to go here, taking on the assassin, Jean Bezedno.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Ooh, Bezedno runs right to the center of the hex. He's not wasting any time.
Bezedno looking very good shape from some of his previous outings, I must admit. Working with Jason Riley down in Cape Town, he shed quite a lot of pounds for this fight.
Round 1 brought to you by our friends at Dragon Energy in the all black. That is Bezedno in the black with the red trim. Simon Harrell And you got to talk about the layoff. It's very crucial. Simon Harrell's had a few opportunities to get back into the Hex, but has had some injury issues and reasons why he couldn't make the fight. Finally, he gets back in here, and I know that's a big relief for him because he loves his time in the hexagon.
No, he does indeed. I mean, Bezuidenhout fought about 4 months ago, and we could see that he does like to soften up the strikes with the kicks. He does like to target the legs. It's a right smile from Simon Harb. He's got a bit more careful. Nice uppercut. Nice to see Simon Harb coming forward and giving Bezuidenhout his own medicine. But Juan does like to do that. He goes with his leg kicks to set up his striking and comes in with that big overhand right.
43 years old, Simon. Simon Harrell is... Man, it's pretty gutsy to get in here at that age and throw down with guys, you know, sometimes half your age. It's pretty incredible. Simon Harrell is not afraid of any challenge. You got to love that about him, and kind of has an underdog mentality in this matchup against Bezuidenhout.
No, he does indeed. It's one of those fighters who said, okay, he challenged his opponent. So I'm going to plant my feet in the middle of the hexagon. I want you to come forward. And by all means, come test my chin, but watch out what's coming the other way.
Gotta love the rush there by Simon Harrell. Bringing the heat early on here. EFC 82.
He told me he's in the best shape of his life, but the thing I like about Simon Harrell is that he wants to prove to himself. He's got nothing to prove to anyone else. He's one of those guys who has this fire within him. He just feels the need to fight, that he can prove to himself that he can be a successful pro fighter. I mean, he's got a long way to come at that, particularly at his age, but he's one of those guys that, you know, he does have a self-belief that he wants to manifest in a pro win.
Bezuidenhout trying to get a little bit of a rhythm going here. Harrell has been the aggressor so far, and he's done a little bit more damage. Bezuidenhout, though, we know he can really put some sting in those fists. He's a talented fighter. He prides himself on being a K1 specialist. He likes to use his striking ability. Right now, he's just kind of waiting for his opening against Simon Harrell.
Yeah, it was interesting. Ooh. That was very close to the family jewels, but Bezuidenhout surprised everyone on his debut. It was a fight against Mutunga Chikasa. It was a good left.
Down the middle. Beautiful jab, very stiff.
And it was an armbar in the second round that he won on debut against Mutunga Chikasa. I know, Cyrus, you're a big fan of Triple H, but that was a very good submission for Bezuidenhout on his debut. Unfortunately, he's gone on a 2-fight losing streak since then, mainly because he hasn't fought in a while, because this is the fight against Simon Harrell that was shelved, unfortunately. But he did come in very impressive to Bezuidenhout.
It's one of those fights when you get guys this size, everybody's intrigued to see what's going to happen because they have power in their fists. They put so much weight behind every shot, and inevitably you generally see a knockout.
That's a nasty leg kick.
Now, we talked about this, and we talked about the difference maker here being the ground game, and Simon Harrell hasn't even attempted to go to the ground. It appears that he wants to stand and trade here with Bezuidenhout. Either that or he's kind of waiting for his opportunity. But if it goes to the ground, from what we understand, I mean, jiu-jitsu-wise, Simon Harrell's going to have the advantage here.
Simon's got very good top control. He's shown in his amateur career how good he is on the ground. I mean, he's deceptively fast in his transitions, actually. When he's working with Ferdy Bassan at Junkyard MMA, you're going to expect that he knows his stuff on the mat. But I think at the moment, he's very happy to keep it standing. I mean, Juan Bezuidenhout, he's not known for his ground game, but as I said, he impressed on debut with a very good armbar submission. So it's unfortunately these guys, we just haven't seen them fight enough in the EFC. So it's a very good opener, not just for EFC 82, but for the entire prelim card, but for these guys' careers too. Because, you know, even at their, I wouldn't say advanced age, but they're not the tenderest of young chickens, are they? Is that they still want to go far in their pro careers. And, you know, it's one of those things where Simon Harrell, he would say, age is just a number. You know, he wants to get that win and he wants to crack on and move up the ladder of the heavyweight division. You know, you can only do that by impressing the crowd here at Carnival City. It's a very cagey affair, but like you said, Cyrus, it's like they're both counter punchers, and you've got to be careful what's coming the other way. And Harrell does look for that right uppercut. That's the second or third time he's been looking for that.
Jean Bezuidenhout really using those kicks. He's very affluent there with the kicks. He's testing out the inside of the leg, going to the body. And if you really take a look at who's landed the more significant shots, it may be Bezuidenhout. We've seen a very aggressive Simon Harrell, but I don't know.
That's a big right just before the bell.
Oh, that was on the money. That was one heck of a Superman punch. He landed right across the jaw and was literally saved by the air horn, my friend. That was tight. Wow.
I think Simon was just taking a little second time out. I think he had a glance at the clock and realized that there was probably 1 second left and he could like take his foot off the gas. And he it seemed to like wipe his nose at his opponent, and that's when John Bezuidenhout came in with that big shot. I just think I think he just lost a bit of concentration there for a second, thinking the round was over before the bell.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree with you. And that was a special Superman punch. Restanek bringing you the corner cam here as John Bezuidenhout gets ready to go. And you better believe a confidence boost here with John Bezuidenhout going into round number 2. And I have a feeling he is going to be coming in for the kill right out of the gate. Look how on money that was. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Behind the ear.
That's going to look good on the old highlight reel there for Bezuidenhout.
It's a cracking shot, and without a doubt, you're right. The most significant strikes in that first round definitely go the way of Bezuidenhout. And you can't count a guy like Simon with the boom out because he does have a massive knockout power in both hands, but definitely that's 1 round to Bezuidenhout.
So here we go, the assassin and the boom.
Ready.
Right back at it. Round number 2 with these big heavyweights. It's a 3-round bout here at EFC 82. Cyrus Fees and Simon Stevens on the call. Now, do you have a kind of a feeling that maybe you should be backing Simon Harrell since you guys share the same name?
Oh, because Simon is not one of the most commonest names in the Western world? Yeah, why not? But another nasty leg kick. Oh, and Harrell's taking a moment to think about that one. Oh, he's wobbling. That was a tough one. That's really seized up his thigh muscle. And now he's planted. Bezuidenhout's going to start teeing off there.
The assassin's closing in. He's going for another big Superman punch. And Harrell's baiting him in. He's backing up. Has his hands a little bit low. Ooh, man, right there on the legs. And here comes Harrell.
Yeah, Harrell's going to have to finish this fight. He can't keep taking those kind of lower leg kicks. He's going to start folding over even more. And takes another one.
I think the big mistake here is he hasn't even looked. There it is.
There you go.
He's
listening to you, Cyrus. He would have been in the corner, mate. Because like we said before, he should have the better of the ground game. If it goes to the canvas, he's struggling. He's got the single.
No, I think he's going to get him. And he is. He's going to roll on top. Goes right into side control. Well done by Simon Harrell.
And he is a very difficult guy to get off you when he's in top control, without a doubt. We saw it as amateurs. He is very, very good when he's in this position. And he's very difficult to get out from under, but obviously natural reasons.
And Bezuidenhout just hasn't really shown us that he has a lot of ground defense skills. That being said, we've only seen a sample size of John Bezuidenhout. We'll see if he's improved his jiu-jitsu and his ground game.
Yeah, that being said, he just, like I said, coming into this fight, this is one of the best looking Juan Bezuidenhouts I've ever seen. You know, working Ignite Fitness down with Jason Riley, who's a very, very good trainer, particularly with the cardio. So I'm very impressed in the way that Juan Bezuidenhout came into this fight and very, very motivated. But when you've got a guy the size of Simon the Boom Hole, you know, in half, it's very, very difficult to get out of. Some nice elbows and a bit of one coming around the back of the head there. Simon doesn't want to let him get back up. This is his best position he's been in the entire fight so far for Simon Harrell.
You're right, and I don't think Bezuidenhout's going anywhere.
No, he's just covering up.
And there's a lot of time on the clock. It's going to seem like an eternity. A whole amateur round still here. 3 minutes to go here in round number 2. And
with that, let's give props to Simon Harrell. Not the fact he was listening to you, in that fact you should be a corner man, because you often do give good advice. But he was thinking that he couldn't take any more of those leg kicks. He took 3 at the beginning of the second round, and we're starting to fold him over like origami.
It was out of necessity, for sure.
But you were asking the question in the first round, why isn't he taking him to his wheelhouse? And his wheelhouse is actually on the ground.
Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to test out your abilities, what you've been working on in the gym, but when you got a pretty solid ground game, you definitely want to utilize it inside this hexagon. You want to pick up that all-important first W. And now Simon Harrell's in a great spot right now and just kind of mauling John Bezuidenhout.
Yeah, we're going to see what both metal of both men are actually tested from. I think this is the longest going into any pro fight for both these fighters. I mean, neither have been past the second round. And we know that Simon's last fight in Durban didn't go past 1 minute into the second round, if I remember, against Tabani, the Dr. Underballer. So for both guys, these are new waters.
And here we go. Bobby wants to see him up on their feet. Simon Harrell.
And Bobby Karajanidis likes the ground game. He's a big lover of BJJ, but Simon Harrell can't be doing that.
No, Simon's tired. We talked about the gas tank.
Oh, spinning back. Oh, big
down
right.
Goes Harrell.
There's a big left. The referee's trying to stop him. He's still beating.
Bobby Karajanidis had to get very physical to stop Bezuidenhout. Simon Hall is down and suffering.
Jean Bezuidenhout was punching, 4 or 5 seconds after Bobby went to stop him.
I was hearing Bobby Karajanidis tell him to stop repeatedly.
Wow.
Really tried to pull the fire off.
He just kind of blacked out. It was Simon Harrell got absolutely demolished there with that combination, and really, he probably took 4 or 5 shots that he didn't need to take because the fight was stopped.
Completely unnecessary. I think Juan was saying sorry there. He's saying sorry to the referee. He's saying sorry to Simon.
I think he genuinely did not mean to do that. I don't think it's bad blood. I don't think it's anything in that aspect.
But you have to have the wherewithal to know where your opponent is now defenseless. The referee's telling you to stop. He's trying to pull you off, and you're carrying on. It's a sport. It's not a brawl. You have to be knowledgeable of where you are.
Well, you're just going to have to address this with Big Jean Bezuidenhout yourself. I hope you don't get tore up in the cage.
Yeah, you want to do that today? Go on, your turn. Go on.
But I don't want to do this solo for the rest of the show.
But it was a spinning back heel. It was right in front of our commentary position. I know we saw that massive left hook that actually put Simon Hall down originally, but I don't know if it was a spinning back heel that actually connected. And it was one of the things we saw at the end of that first round was how fast Johan Bezuidenhout is. That Superman punch was a very, very quick move for a heavyweight right at the end of that first round. We saw it again with that beautiful spinning back heel. I'm not sure if we collected it and if he got it on target.
Let's take a look at that Restonic action replay. Let's walk us through it.
There's a spinning back heel. No, it missed completely, but that big left comes in straight after it. Simon Hall didn't see it coming whatsoever. He's just planted his feet. His hands are down. He's got no guard whatsoever, and down he goes. But here where's Bobby Karajanidis, tries to stop it. I just want to see again those follow-ups and those unnecessary shots that are coming in. Karajanidis bend very, very quickly, tries to stop it away. He's telling Johan Bezuidenhout repeatedly to try and stop, and really has to pull him off. Now, that is a referee that works out on the weight machine day in, day out. Bobby Karajanidis, take a bow, my friend. One of the best referees in African MMA, doing whatever he can, and that is a big heavyweight to pull off. I don't think the follow-up punches were necessarily truly terrible. There seems to be pretty much glancing blows, but it was a very difficult position. I know that Johan Bezuidenhout is very, very sorry. He's very apologetic. He's telling Cyrus in the cage right now that he just didn't know where he was, and he just caught up in the moment. We understand it, but when you become a professional mixed martial arts fighter, you have to be knowledgeable of the arena in which you are in, and you just can't be doing that anymore. Well, let's hear the official record. What a cracking heavyweight fight that was, and send it up to Cyrus Fuse.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Karajanidis calls a stop to the contest at 3 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by way of knockout, Jean the Assassin Bezuidenhout.